live for another day of Meseeks Mobile Mayhem. That's right, guys. It's the qualifier events for summer 2021 Mobile Mayhem, guys. Can't get in without this. Top 4 teams going to move on to take on the bottom 4 teams of this season's Mobile Mayhem brackets. And it's your boy Verdict. I did a little bit of a drag out there. I got, as always, my guy Gilmania. Gil, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm getting excited, like you mentioned. This is the qualifiers for people to join on the next season of the Mobile Mayhem, which coincidentally ended for a few of the regions already, right?
Yep, that ended last night. Last night was the very last. And you gotta excuse me, dude. I don't know how I did it, but I exited out of Discord without like jumping out of the call. That's weird. But last night we saw Tribe reverse sweep the boys over at Cygnus. In the EU scene, we saw Tragic go down bad, bro. 4-0 to the guys over at Nova Esports. So going to have a great new season upcoming. This is the qualifiers, obviously, for the summer 2021 season for the NA scene, and we're going to be planning to see if we can get some qualifiers, something not this intricate, but something similar to the EU scene. So big agenda for the day, am I right, Gil?
Yeah, big agenda. Of course, we are yet again having the 5 games in here, and we're gonna start off with Carnage against X Esports. That's gonna be the first match of the day, where most of the all of the players are already here. I'm having some issues with that dog. I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna mute myself.
Dude, you're having a Herschel moment. I feel you, bro. Just to speak a little bit more about the matches we got coming up, we got Carnage Gaming and X Esports in the lobby. We got consent for both teams to join their VCs, followed up by Strike Zone and Operation 34. Hell Esports and XRK Gaming. God, I hope we get to see that. XRK has not made their debut yet. Lux and Threat Level. And our final matchup of the night is going to be Ascension taking on Community Esports. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if it's going to be in that order. Echo has a way of, putting this together and then swapping the order up depending on what the availability of players are and whatnot. So when we get the graphics, dude, it's a little difficult. I've got the actual schedule of the day posted on the left-hand side of our layout, so should be an interesting one. Talking a little bit more about this matchup as we do see the spamming of the start button to come through. Hardpoint Summit, Search and Destroy, Standoff. If we're lucky enough to see a game number 3, it's going to be a domination raid. So Carnage Gaming opted to ban S&D Tunisia, as well as the DRH. X Esports opting to ban Hardpoint Firing Range and the QXR. So we're going to get ready. Game number 1, best of 3. And predictions, I gotta say, man, I am digging this new spectator client, so I'm definitely digging the way that. Yeah, let's turn on blood effect. Come on. We'll see these teams utilize everything. First to 250 wins, best of 3 here in this Mobile Mayhem format. That's right, guys. It's a qualifiers event, so no need to worry about a bracket. We won't have one. This is more along the lines of that similar standing situation that you'll see in Mobile Mayhem. So,
yeah, it's gonna be pretty similar to that one, and like you mentioned, it's all coming down to being on that top 4 if you want to move on to the next phase of these qualifiers. Would be actually getting a shot onto getting yourself a spot for the next season, but it is one step at a time. For this 2, it's gonna be this current game of Hardpoint here on Summit, where it seems like Carnage is gonna start off in the lead a little bit. Now they're gonna be losing a little bit of control over at X Esports, but as soon as I say that, a lot of people are dying at the same time. It's gonna end up with Blasty, being side of the heel, ultimately dying. But overall, it was a really good first point in favor of Carnage, and they're starting to do the rotations towards the next hard point, and I feel like they are in a better position as well.
I think so too. They're going to be in the bottom control area. X Esports kind of down and out at the moment. They are going to get a retake there. This catwalk area is just one that's wide open. Oh my god, Mugaboo lasered Shorty, and we all know Shorty comes in the chat. Shorty stink. That's right, guys. Shorty stink is bad as they come. That is the only female competitor in this qualifier event, to my knowledge. But as I say that, what is that? Jasmine? Is that a new addition? Are we starting to get that diversified portfolio of female and male players, you know, playing together in a T1, T2. Well, this would be more like T2 to T3 area level of competition. So yeah, dude, this is actually getting pretty interesting, as I do see potential of one player who might be a female. When we jump in the VCs, we'll listen and see if we can get that verified, though.
Yeah, Jasmine and Shorty, it seems to, I mean, we do have confirmation about Shorty. We'll see what you mentioned about Jasmine, and these teams are now moving towards the P number 3. Is going to be, yet again, starting off a little bit in favor of Carnage, but P number 2 actually started that way and ended up being a lot more for the side of X Esports, who are now pushing towards the P3 and doing it quite nicely. You know, I do see 3 people inside of the hill. I do see one on the outskirt of it, just pretty much defending the rest of their allies. I saw Campers, who was looking at that enemy, ends up dying, and the spawns are still in favor of X Esports. That's gonna benefit them a lot more, as Carnage is just trying to get the control over this hill. But if they are not getting the spawns at all, it's still gonna be like, if you kill 1-2 players from X Esports and they're gonna be spawning 5 meters away from the hill, it's basically like you did nothing in a way, right?
Basically, yes. 83 to 55, as we do see P4 transitions are being made. And yeah, dude, that's a little bit of a good hole for X Esports. They find themselves now with a 35-point advantage off of the backs of holding P3 all by themselves, and now the guys over at Carnage are on the ropes, as the retake for P4 is right there with it. So Campers rocking that AS Val, and doing it very well. As we take a look at the scorecard, 17 and 8, 18 and 8 for Modzy. Modzy's popping off, as the guys over at Carnage are in a bit of a pickle here. Nobody positive, with the exception of my girl Shorty. Shorty stink. Shorty does not stink. Shorty is OP. Carrying at the moment, but their efforts are definitely going, you know, unrewarded, as we do see a 117 to 60 point game.
Yeah, pretty much doubling the amount of points in favor of X Esports, who yet again gain control thanks to Modzy getting that kill. And like you mentioned, Shorty is doing an amazing job for Carnage, but at the end of the day, that's not being able to translate onto OVJ so far. And as I say that, they are gonna get control over a heal that is nearly over, so that's not gonna bring that many points for themselves. Everybody is now moving towards P number 1. Yet again, this control area is gonna be where the advantage started in a way for Carnage, but ever since it has been just falling down. They have not been able to find the way to contest the way that Explicit has been playing. And talking about what they're playing, since the Bison is a weapon that it's not banned, they opted for the DRH and the QXR. It is the Bison, the picked weapon that majorly I do see. I think I saw even someone using the AS-10 and the AS Val. But outside of that, of course, heavy meta for the Bison. This is that's why I see a majority of them using it.
That is right, as we do see a majority of users spamming those PP19s. A couple using the Val, which, well, actually, there's only one using Val, and I think that's actually going to take us to our first VC listen-in. So we're going to go ahead and let the guys over at X Esports chime in first. From there, we'll be able to regroup and then give the guys over at Carnage a chance to sound off as well. So.
Tango down.
Hostile predator missile.
Go for the pred.
No.
Nice.
Bruh.
Point dead. Get a cluster. One top on point. Yo, just go top. You gotta cluster.
On point.
Inch him,
Bro,
bro.
behind, top.
In front of you. Bottom. Dead. Oh my god. Push in. One more point. Let. One more pro. One green. There's two. One more in the corner.
Got one.
One push.
Another one. Dead.
Nice.
I'm good. Bottom. Where are you guys?
You gotta stack.
Okay.
There's two.
Just pre-fire to this wall. Just pre-fire.
Dude, shut up!
Yo, one shot in the corner.
Stun.
He's down.
Alright, you hear it, guys. Some pretty consistent call-outs, a lot of direction, as we did hear at one point. Pre-fire, so they're definitely wanting to get a break on that second hill. They do get it successfully towards the end. They do have a 50-point advantage, 52-point advantage to be exact, and now they're going to be battling for P3 and the spawns that come along with it, as we do see, oh my, Jasmine. I didn't hear a girl's voice, so I'm still convinced that it's this an all-guys team here.
Yeah, it seems to be the case, and so far the team is doing an amazing job. Like you mentioned, they have translated that 50 lead onto getting close to 70 now, 185 and going up. As the spawn are gonna go for Carnage, let's see if they can do something about it. But it just seems so hard for them. The defense by Jasmine right now, it's being pretty nice. Finally gets taken down, but there's gonna be Mozi now making the job, gets inside, gets killed as well. Carnage does get the point, but it's been pretty tough for them since they only get the remaining last points of every heal, and if they continue to be like that, they are still getting points, yes, but they are getting behind and behind each time.
They are indeed, as we do see Carnage actually get the tail end of P3. They're going to be late transitioning to P4. That's actually going to take us to VC listening for Carnage, so bear with us as we join in for the Carnage Gaming VC callouts.
Hardpoint locked down.
Enemy down.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
¡Me mataron hace rato!
Hostiles
Nieve,
Nieve. Muerto nieve. Nieve, por la pinche medio.
No, otro más tractor.
Muerto. Vamos, otro más.
Están de arriba, güey.
Más el punto.
Arriba,
Güey, ahí no vas a entrar punto.
have the hardpoint.
Otro más arriba, dos rojos. Vamos siguiente. Vamos, se hace comeback de esto.
Hay uno en siguiente, va para el siguiente, va para el topo. ¡Ey, nieve! Y arriba de punto.
Alright, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be honest with you, Gil, bro. I may have clicked in the wrong channel to start off with, and I was like, what in the hell's going on? But I could not hear, so I had to exit out of Discord and reopen it. So, didn't get a chance to hear a majority of it, but I did catch the tail end of that P4 transitioning.
Hardpoint locked down.
Yeah, they're basically trying to at the same time push with a smoke. I heard someone was trying to make the team go for the push inside of that hill with the smoke from the allies. Ultimately, I don't think I even saw anyone throwing it, which I found kind of odd. Having that sort of miscommunication where one player wants to try to do something while the others are not necessarily listening to it properly, which can be problematic in some situations, but at the same time, you know, maybe just a single moment where they weren't able to listen to him properly. But overall, they still have the mentality that they want to go for the comeback. You know, it was obvious that they wanted to go for the game. They know that they're losing, but they were still pushing for the victory.
Yeah, they've made it a little closer than I've expected it to be honest with you. And as I say that, Mozi's already up to 45 kills. He's got 47 in counting. He's going to take some shots on the short. He picks up 48, but is going to be shut down before he can get to 49. Shorty not having the best game, though, as I do see she is struggling a bit. But she's got Blasty, who has just absolutely ran through these kids. 40 and 31. As we do see the comeback come through. P2 transitions have been kind to the guys over at Carnage for the time being. There's only about 25 seconds left on the hill. At this point, you gotta contest. You gotta put everything you got in this point because you could lose here. But now you gotta also set up for new, which is gonna be a challenge in its own. So, X Esports playing this second hill very well. We're gonna see a last-second contest. All these guys need is just to stay in and contest for 4 or 5 seconds. There we go. That's it. That's all they need to do. Now they can set up for new. Mercia going to be spawning out. That's not going to be a good sign, as I'm trying to see if I can get the best angle for P2 or P3 transitions. As we see campers already there. Mozi going to be there. Spawns are going to be semi-flip, but we've already seen that doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter where you're going to be spawning at. That does not determine the game. That's going to be at 250 to 193 as the boys over at X Esports pending screenshots will be victorious in this first matchup.
we obviously need those, right? We've seen sometimes people, I mean, teams overall struggle for a reason, but as soon as we get confirmation, we can tell you all that the victory seems to be in favor of X Esports, who made a really good job. Ultimately, like you mentioned, Shorty and also Brian not having necessarily the best game ever, but Blasty was definitely having a lot more. But if you look at the other side, Motzi, 53 kills,
My
53
guy.
kills, and 1 second shy of 2 minutes. That is just crazy. That was an amazing job by Motzi.
All-star performance there is everyone. Looks like everyone's got their rank reset too. So everyone but Villa. Villa's a OP player. He's already legendary. I'm sure he's like top 5 already. The reset just happened like 25 minutes ago. I'm just
I
kidding,
know,
dude. He
right?
hasn't updated just yet. I haven't updated just yet. So I don't care, dude. We're spectating right now. We're not playing. GG's to these teams is we will see screenshots come through, bro. It's like, if you're trying to get credit for a test, and the only way to get credit for the test is if you show your work. This is it, bro. You got to show your work. You got to show and prove that you're on phone. And at the moment, this is the only way that we can prove that they're on phone. So, screenshots are a must. Pending that, X Esports takes game number 1. So, very competitive first game, though. I got to give it to them. Villa, um, already led you out. Yeah, there we go. I'm reading chat. Gilmania popping off with it. I see you, my guy.
Yeah, it's I just wanted to point it out again. It's it was pretty funny to me to see something like that. But yeah, it was it was a pretty good game. It was pretty close in a way. Of course, they ended up losing by about 60, but overall, I do believe that there was a solid chance that if they wouldn't have lost control at the beginning and mid area of the game, we could have seen it a bit more closer. But overall, I do believe that they have a strong chance to try to compete for the next game and at least try to prevent going on a 2-0, which is something that you definitely don't want to go in a tournament with this format.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to. And I'm taking a look at the standings from earlier. Uh, these guys have -5 points. So, at this point, you need to dig yourself out of the negative. I'm not sure if you even have a chance at competing in the top 4 category, but, it's definitely a possibility. As I'm not sure how the oh yeah, all their negatives are from forfeits. Well, hey, they put themselves in that they dug themselves a hole. Now they gotta get out of it. So
Gotta
that'd be
get
the only way
out.
to get out
Yeah.
of it. So it's not like we hit them with negative points because we wanted to hit them with negative points, Echo. We wanted we want everybody to be successful here. So definitely need to snag at least one of these games as Carnage game and came into this tournament with a bit more hype than having been this -5 thus far. I'll just say that. I was expecting a little bit more from Carnage Gaming, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you think about the fact that they are in that situation, of course, they need to not only win, but also try to go 2-0 as often as possible, trying to compete. Like you mentioned, it's gonna be tough. I'm not sure either if it's still possible for them to reach that place. But yeah, they definitely want to go 2-0. Unfortunately for this game, for this match specifically, that's not going to be the case. And I do notice that okay, there's going to be the Jasmine getting back into the lobby. I noticed that left for a few seconds, but now
We
it's
also
back
got
in.
word that that's not a girl, that's Byleth. We won't say the rest of what Hello put in group chat, but I'll let your mind wander, chat, as Byleth has made his name change to Jasmine. That is not a female. So I did get the confirmation on Shorty. Shorty Sink is in fact a female, and dude, she's OP, bro. I'm digging the diversity in this lineup, and I'm digging what COD Mobile has on deck for for upcoming events for these girls to get their hands on. So digging it, loving it, ready for game number 2. As we do see the spamming of the start button, we're gonna get geared up for it. It's gonna be a search and destroy on standoff, classic game mode, classic map to play it on. This is Carnage Gaming's opportunity to get back in this thing.
Yeah, classic game mode in a classic map, of course, like you mentioned. This map has been for so long in different variations as well. And it's for a reason. It's such a strategic map that can be played in just pretty much every single game mode because of how well, like, are kind of thought of in a way. You know, there's kind of maps that have a strong advantage if you are like on A or B side, on defending or attacking side. On this one specifically, I feel like it's sort of balanced, and it comes to you as a team, as a player, on how do you want to approach each situation, if you're gonna end up being successful or not. So I definitely enjoy watching these kind of maps that
Destroy
are
the objective.
pretty much reward you for your own effort, than pretty much just reward you if you have the good spawn, and that's all. But yeah, round number 1, 5 versus 5. The sniper for Carnage is gonna be yet again Murcia. Not surprised about that one. Is gonna be using the DLQ. Currently on the first floor of Granny's, aiming at blue, and without noticing that there's someone outside of Delhi. I don't know if he noticed that nade thrown into the air. He doesn't want to know anything about it. And so far, Carnage Gaming are gonna be playing quite passively at the moment. They have less than a minute remaining. The bomb carrier is gonna be Brian, but I don't see any aggression coming out of them so far.
Yeah, they're gonna have about 45 seconds to make a move though. So in this current
That's gonna be a
S&D,
snipe.
yep, as we do see, Murcia does go down. We do see one player that's going to be Mugaboo. Mugaboo does pick up the first kill as he is on top blue of this area, and with the amount of time that they have, this is definitely going to make for a quick push and maybe a hasty one from Carnage, as they didn't come out aggressive and now they're going to have to be aggressive. Brian takes down 2, even in playing field, as he got one earlier that was either Symphony or Campers. Oh, yeah, it was both of them. That was Shorty Stink, rather. Shorty Stink takes down 1, 2 down. So it's a 2v3 scenario. Bomb is not going to go down, Mugaboo, you dirty dog. That's all you got to do, bro. That is going to be it. Carnage Gaming gets turned on towards the end of that round, all in thanks to Mugaboo, who played too smart for his own good.
Yeah, obviously there are some times where you are the attacker side, and you think like, you know what, I'm gonna play passively. I'm gonna go find the mistake being made by the opponents by pushing too aggressively and ultimately get an early advantage. The problem is that if the opponents are not doing that, they're actually playing as passively as you are, the timing is still fucking down. And like you notice, that was a purely desperation play coming out of Carnage. They were so close to planting the bomb, but Mugaboo doing an amazing job getting that snipe onto Brian now in this round, and basically playing just that perfectly. In round number 2 is going to be a little bit more problematic yet again for Carnage, as they are currently onto a 1v3. Jasmine finds the double piece and kills Murcia. That's going to be a 2-0. And so far, well, the passive strategy from Carnage is just not working out right now.
Nope, they're gonna have to figure something out, because they tried to push the A site aggressively there. It didn't pan out. They got flashed. They just got blasted, and they just couldn't follow through with it. So they got stuck up on the tank side of the map, and it just did not pan out. Now we're gonna see a collective push, which might come out in their favor, as we do see Murcia coming up through the tank side of things. Oh, he gets one. That's a 1v3 now, as Blasty actually picks up the last kill. That's going to do it. First round in favor of the boys over at Carnage Gaming. They're down by 1 going into this fourth. And, you know, based off the hard point, dude, you definitely don't want to get behind too much, as you found yourself in a deficit that, you know, you couldn't remove yourself out of earlier on. We'll see if they handle this search for Shorty any differently.
Yeah, and this time, Murcia getting yet another snipe, this time onto Symphony. Shorty gets the kill onto Campers. That's an early lead in favor of Carnage Gaming. And this time around, I do see that they are kind of trying to set up the pace of the round themselves by not necessarily being aggressive, but looking a bit further onto where the opponents might be. And that seems to be working out. Brian gets the kill onto Mugaboo, leaving only Jasmine and Motzi. Motzi gonna get a kill onto Bila. Motzi doing as much of a defense as he possibly can. They're both under A. Motzi gets another kill onto Murcia. That's going to be huge, but the bomb has been planted over at B because they realized that the defense was all the way on the other bomb. Jasmine going to get knocked out. A blast in the middle of a 1v3. 30 seconds on the clock. He's going to be with a Bison, and this doesn't peek properly onto Shorty. That is super, super unfortunate. For a second, I felt like he was going to be able to see Shorty, but I guess he just didn't realize she was there, ends up getting killed, and now things are even 2-1-2 for each team.
To give it to Carnage, that was a great bomb plant on the B side. Brian went around for the flank. He got one, leaving it in a 3-1 situation. Shorty held bomb site, which is phenomenal. She ended up getting the last kill too, so she had good positioning. Mugaboo actually getting the first opening shots on Mercia. Mercia goes down, so it's a 5-4 scenario. As this is going to be the last round that the boys over at Carnage are going to have for the attacking side. Shorty Stink's going to be spotted. Oh, Shorty Stink picks up Mercia's sniper and laced Mugaboo as she does retreat back to the spawn site, which bombs in the hands of Blasties. They're making their way over to this A site. He's got 2 players over on the barrel side of the things. He's going to take a few shots, but with no kind of support here, it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to get that bomb plant down. Symphony and it looks like Modzy are both going to be... No, it's Jasmine, rather. Biolef, a.k.a. Bomb is going to be planted for the A site, and we are going to see a 3-4 ensue as Jasmine's going to be rotating mid-site all the way through street. Modzy gets the first opening blood for the push. Brian's going to be spotted in Graveyard. He's going to be taken down. Oh, but Modzy's going to be left on his own as Villa takes down Jasmine and Shorty Stinks takes down another. So we're going to see Shorty get pushed aggressively. Shorty's going to get, the better of it as that bomb head glitch is OP. They're going to have a 1-point advantage going into the side flip.
Yeah, pretty close for a second. I didn't even realize that Shorty had that Bison, but then I was like, yeah, actually she just picked up the sniper. Did an amazing round for her. Now currently under 8 kills, and only has died 3 times. Shorty doing an amazing job at the moment with both the Bison and that sniper. Bila, oh my god, Bila gets that triple piece, ends up dying, but huge amount of kills for himself, leaving only Jasmine now in the middle of a 1v3, getting pushed over by Shorty, who clutches that round, and now 4 rounds pretty much uncontested. And the second they started being a little bit more aggressive, and as the time goes forward they get even more and more aggressive, it seems to be working even better for them.
It does, as they had 2 straight rounds where they dropped, well, I don't know if it was 2 straight rounds, but 2 rounds that they've dropped thus far, so pretty decent comeback here for the guys over at Carnage, as they're down 1-0 in the series. Pretty fat L in the first game, 250 to like 180, 190, almost 200. I can't even remember. I couldn't tell you. But I will say that the Search to Destroy game is much better looking than the Hardpoint. So we are going to see X Esports with a little bit of a conservative hold, as we do see Symphony actually gets the first kill onto Mercia. So my guys over at X Esports opt to switch snipers every round. So Symphony getting his opportunity to pick it up and run with it, as we do see Brian go down too. So that's going to be 2 frags. Let's see how they play this round, as X Esports is down 2-4. Symphony going to be spotted in top blue, going to retreat back and recover. Blasty's going to take down campers. Jasmine is also going to go down in the midst of the trades. And it is a 3v3 scenario that is actually going to result in Shorty taking out Symphony. How do you let my man's Symphony, how do you let Shorty beam you in top radius all the way from freaking blue, bro? And you've got a sniper. That ain't the move, my guy. I know you got the opening frag of that round, but dude, that was not it.
Yeah, I thought that she was gonna end up dying. I guess maybe the head glitching was so good or something. I'm not too sure how that happened, but ultimately that was a great play by Shorty, who ends up getting the kill. And that's a 5-2 situation, the best case scenario for them. One of the best case scenarios that they could have asked for, having that beginning. Symphony yet again gets the first blood. Mozi gets taken down by Blasty, who gets a double piece and ends up dying to Jasmine. This is a 3 versus 3. Jasmine gets another kill. Bila, oof, that kill by Bila with the grenade was huge, but ends up dying anyway. This is tied up yet again. The bomb carrier for X Esports is going to be Jasmine. They both are going to be planting over at A, and Shorty barely missing the enemy. Gonna realize that she could have done maybe a little bit more. I do see that Brian is gonna get the kill on 2 campers. That's gonna be huge, as Jasmine gets left alone in the potential last round of this game. He's trying to protect behind that bomb with the head glitching. But I don't know if it's gonna be the case. He's gonna get 1 kill. He's gonna try to get the second one. He's not gonna be able to do it. That slide shot by Brian was just too hot to handle. Proceeds to defuse the bomb. And now they're tied up 1-1.
They could have gone either way, bro. I gotta give it to my guy Biolef. Biolef had a decent little run on that head glitch. Eventually gets taken down. Kudos to the boys over at Carnage, though, as boys and girls, sorry. as they take game number 2. So yeah, that head glitch was OP. He was able to get Shorty, but that slide peek from B was just it was too much sauce for him, I guess. I don't know. I still felt like Jazz or Byleth had every opportunity to get that kill though, even though he had sights on one. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna be going to a game 3 here. Gonna need screenshots from both teams as Carnage able to steal the S&D. Will they be able to keep that same momentum going into the domination?
Yeah, definitely what they needed to do. They did it perfectly. Shorty ends up with double digits alongside with Jasmine. Both of them are gonna be onto double, but Shorty only died 4 times that game. That is pretty impressive to the amount of kills that she ended up getting. And overall, everyone did an amazing job. Only Murcia was actually in pretty weird, in my opinion. Gonna be the bottom frag with only 3 kills for himself. That's something that I don't think he's gonna be too happy about. But he's got to make sure that he's not going to affect him as they are now going to go for that game number 3. Like you mentioned, is going to be on domination on raid, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you were right. I think you were absolutely right.
Yeah, domination on raid. So it's going to be coming down to them being able to properly strategize how they want to approach each situation. So really well done by Carnage Gaming. They had a real questionable in a way start of Hardpoint that made them struggle throughout the whole rest of the game. But for a second, we thought that it could have been the same case for game number 2 on Search and Destroy. But that once they finally got their own rules, correct? I might be wrong, but I think they got 6 rounds in a row verdict. I think they did.
They did, bro. I know. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember. Maybe the first 2 rounds did go in favor of X. You know what, you might be right. Maybe they traded one. No, yep. It was actually because the conservative push didn't work. The first time they were very conservative. The second round they were aggressive and they got taken out completely. And then it was 6 straight rounds. So Carnage Gaming did take 6 straight uncontested rounds. As screenshots are verified, we are good to roll into the third game of this series, as we are going to see Carnage Gaming actually be digging themselves out of that negative hole. So they are, regardless of the situation here in this third game, going to not be negative in the point category anymore.
Yeah, at least they're not gonna be on negatives anymore. And not only that, but potentially it's a chance for Carnage to get up their first points and being in a contested spot. We already mentioned how tough it is gonna be. We were questioning about if they're gonna be able to do it, but step by step they gotta make sure they find a way to do it. And getting this victory is gonna be the first out of many that they have to go through. I feel like it's important for them to try to make as little as close to no mistakes at all, right? Not even trying to get not trying to lose at all, not trying to get any mistakes of like a screenshot issue, anything like that, any related of that sort, and ultimately just put up the best effort to try to go for that top 4. Because if you think about it, being a top 4, there's plenty of space, but at this point there's quite a few teams that already have a heavy lead in a way.
Yep, this is definitely going to be a decent third game. So domination on raid, as we do see. Come on now, get your act together, get these guys ready to rock and roll. Let's go, dude. I'm ready for this third game to start up. It is 8:45 at night. We haven't had to replay a series yet or a game yet, thank God. So don't mess this up, dude. Don't miss a screenshot, guys. We are in our... Is this the second week?
No, I think this is the third one.
This is the third week? Is it really the third week? Good God, man. Maybe so. I don't know. I can't remember.
I believe it is. I could be wrong though, but I'm not too sure. Might be the I'm not sure. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But yeah, I do see Hello spamming that button for us to start the last game. There's no more second chances for any of these two. They're at least gonna be able to get 5 points, but of course that's not enough for any of them, right? They're gonna be fighting as hard as as aggressively as they possibly can. And I feel like as much as I'm saying that they should be aggressive in a way, they should also try to prioritize the way that they wanna go for B, right? We see sometimes people who try to brute force their way into B and try to get it back, and they got control over A or C, and they also got control over B. But there's others who prefer to just go all the way around. If they're on A, they capture C and then translate that onto a B push. And it can work as well, but at the same time, it could be positioning yourself in a vulnerable spot where you can even struggle a little bit. So it's gonna be important for both of these teams actually to have a complete knowledge of what everyone is trying to accomplish at the same time.
Yep, this is definitely a map for strategies. A lot of home flags are going to be flipped. A lot of potential in that category. As I'm kind of digging these little buttons at the bottom. Those are OP, bro. I think this opens the board for us seeing what kind of perspective we can get from all this. And then, I'm on PC. I'm on emulator, so it's a little difficult to navigate from here, as I'm doing everything from mouse and keyboard. Or actually from mouse, as we do see everyone leaving the lobby. I guess we're going to be backing out too, dude.
Yeah, maybe a bit of an issue, but
Verdict spoke
that
too
has
soon,
happened
my
to
guy.
me sometimes. That happens to me sometimes that the entire team leaves and it doesn't give the victory to anybody, so you gotta manually leave the game, right? I had to do that. I'm out of it, and I'm not too sure what the issue could have been. I have noticed a bit of an issue when playing in private environments, that sometimes one player doesn't connect, and the game sort of, I don't know if it glitches or whatever, but it doesn't work properly and ends up causing issues like this one. But anyways, we should have a quick restart, redo of the game, and go back as quickly as we can. There's gonna be one missing player for Carnage Gaming even. I'm
Yep,
not too
that's
sure
gonna be
what
Villa.
that's about.
Villa does bounce back in the
There you
lobby. It
go.
looks like he may have been the culprit that disconnected altogether. No stream sniping? Oh no, dude. It's like a 30-second delay, bro. You can't really stream snipe. My game crashed. It's all good, Villa. Yeah, we're not taking that seriously, bro. Yeah, dude. I've got that new watermelon crush juju, bro. It is, man. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. It's how hot it is at the house right now. AC's out. Surprised I'm not sweating profusely. It's like 85 degrees in the house right now. And I got these lights on, dude. Good God. But I got the watermelon crush, and I toss a little bit of ice in there, just a little bit of ice. Just a whoop, whoop. And bro, I'm chilling right now, dude. I'm OP chilling right now.
To pacify all that fire. I know that in here with me it's like so hot as well. I had to go to a place today where they had AC like in the full establishment, and when I got inside of there, I was like, Jesus Christ, this feels freaking amazing. And then I had to do my business, whatever, and then I heard someone like, oh, it's so cold in here. I'm like, bro, you have no idea. Like, outside, I 100% prefer this kind of scenario, but now I'm back home and I gotta deal with this heat,
Dude, it's like I'm in the south, bro. I know you're probably way south, way more south than I am, but
Yeah, a little bit more.
Yeah, a little further south there than Verdict, but this Alabama humidity ain't it, bro. It ain't it, dude. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. It's definitely a different beast of its own. Like, the heat I can handle, but that humidity, bro, everything is just so sticky feeling. You're sweaty feeling. You're gross, nasty. And it's just, it's not for me. And I say that I've played high school football in the weather. I played college football in the weather. I played semi-professional football in the weather, and I've grown accustomed to it. But the older I get, dude, I hate humid weather, bro. I hate it here during the summer. It's like so gross feeling.
Yeah, with all that being said, we are now back into game number 3 yet again. Domination, Raid, and back again. I do notice that here on Raid, there's like 1 or 2 extra cameras on the spectator spot, right? It's pretty nice. Like I've been like pretty much pressing those buttons just to test out the areas that you actually get out of those cameras. they're pretty neat. You know, you get to
Enemy taking
maybe
Alpha.
a little bit of
Enemy
them
taking
are
C.
too far away from the main area of action,
Facts.
but overall, it looks
Enemy
pretty
has
nice. I
Alpha.
like it.
It's pretty crisp, dude. I like it. It kind of gives you a little aerial perspective as we see
Mm-hmm.
two players from each team, one player from each team actually get traded there. This is where we're actually going to be jumping on with Symphony. Is we do see him taking some heat on this ring side of things. Blast is going to be on the inside of the ring, or I'm sorry, damn laundry area. Good God, I
Enemy taking
couldn't spit it out.
Bravo.
And we are going to see Carnage actually with an early B cap, so they're going to have B and A. Shorty's going to be up here on this jump up that's right outside of red. Going to take some shots. Shorty is going to be spotted by Mugaboo. Mugaboo is going to get the trade. And now the guys over at X Esports going to push collectively, and they are successfully going to get the B
Enemy
retake.
has B.
That retake coming in really quickly for X Esports. They managed to get like 2 or 3 kills at the same time and made that push immediately and get it just like that. That's gonna be them getting rid of that deficit of points and now being back into the lead for themselves, controlling over C and B. And it's gonna be Motzi the one defending B right now, but Blasty from Laundry is gonna be able to finally get that kill.
Lost the lead.
Blasty tries to push towards this ring area, trying to defend those who are gonna be getting V. So far it's working out. He gets the kill into Symphony, and that's gonna be close to being a retake for B. Let's see if they can actually pull it through. Murcia and Brian get inside alongside with Blasty. That's gonna be a take, and the defense being done quite nicely by Brian, who gets a double piece. And Carnage Gaming, both of these teams actually, I might as well say it, they are approaching it cautiously, like carefully, but it's been working out whenever they are actually and actively trying to get the retake on B.
Might have broke the spectator client.
Tied
Yep.
for the lead.
Oh, good God. Okay, we're good. We're chilling. We're chilling. Apparently, you're not supposed to switch off when a player's using a predator missile. That's all I want to do when I see a predator missile. I don't really care to see the actual like trajectory of it and the actions of it. I just want to see how many people it kills. Is that bad of me? No,
True. Nah, true.
Yeah, it's boring, dude. Come on, who wants to see a black and white camera go through? At any rate, we're going to see B and A actually held collectively by the guys over at Carnage here in game number 3, as they have a little bit of an advantage going into about 2.5 minutes left in this first half. Villa going to be popping on. We'll take a look at the scorecard here. Who's fragging out? That is going to be Shorty and Brian nonetheless. As Shorty had a great first game, Brian had a crap first game, or a crap first game. Yeah. Shorty had a great second game. Brian has had a good game all night, so it's good that Brian's stepping it up. As Brian and Blasty definitely are the carries as well as Shorty. So Shorty carrying big time right now, as the first half coming to about the halfway point. Carnage Gaming gonna have the advantage at the moment, so.
Yeah, they're with the advantage, but now C and B are going to be under control of X Esports. It's been pretty back and forth. This advantage has been one way, then the other, then one way, then the other. It's been just like that the whole game 3 so far. I do see Motzi yet again. I feel like Motzi is the one that usually stays alive the longest when they've captured B and tries to defend the most, while the others just try to, in a way, distract the remaining enemies by going elsewhere, by going through the middle onto the kitchen and stuff like that. And it's been working out for them, but let's see for how long, as they are now going to be tying up this game. And no advantage for anybody just yet, you know, the way that they're playing. I'm going to say it again. I'm liking how both teams are playing. They're trying to make as little mistakes as possible. And they are both playing so good that it's this close, you know. It is just this close so far yet again. The advantage is going to go for X Esports, but that's going to be a retake for Carnage, and immediately I think it's going to be a retake by X Esports. That's going to be huge for them, as they are going to be able to get that lead even bigger. As we are approaching the last 40 seconds of this game, it seems like it's going to be X Esports the one on top at the end of first round. Did I say game first? I'm sorry, round. And yeah, that's probably going to be about, I would say 10 points lead, maybe 9 even. No, I think it's going to be about 9 or 10 lead for X Esports. Like, and if you think about it, an advantage like that on raid is not that big of a deal, but it's better than nothing, right? As long as you got one more point than your enemies, that means that you're victorious. So far, it is going to be in favor of them.
You are absolutely right, as we do see the scorecard here. Shorty 16-11, 11-10 for Brian, 12-6 for Blasty. Somehow the boys over at X Esports are going to be able to steal the point category lead. But they're no lie. They're no they're definitely not out fragging their opponents here, as we do see second half starting up. We are going to see the boys over at X Esports make their rotation over to the B site. And Vacuum, no dude, I was going to make a comment as I was spectating Mercia. Mercia was AFK for a bit. I was going to say, and we're going to be spectating Mercia, who is activating their hacks, but I did not want to make a joke about that, so I did not. I refrained. We're better than that, Vacuum. We are not going to make those kind of comments in the chat. Come on now. Game number 3 coming through. And we are going to see, yet again, X Esports taking the lead and the B and A hole collectively. I've yet to see a flip here. Have we? Have we seen home flags flipped yet?
Not yet, no. So far it's been all about B, you know. They don't want to proceed to go all the way around for the other flag. And yeah, not a retake just yet. And it's going to be the early lead in round 2, yet again in favor of X Esports. And if it's yet again for them, that's going to be really problematic for Carnage. Immediately, Blasty tries to get the retake, but gets annihilated by Mugabu. Mugabu getting that kill is going to prevent Carnage from doing anything fancy. And they proceed to take those small points out of the picture. And I feel like you said, that Carnage are now pushing towards an A cap. There's going to be Symphony actually destroying their dreams. Is still Brian alive? Let's see what he can do as he starts getting a few shots onto campers. Proceeds to go onto Money Room. Tries to do something about it. I feel like Brian is basically just being a distraction, but it's not working out just like at all, as it feels like X Esports is still being able to maintain control over B. But that's finally gonna be the take for A. It feels, yeah, that's gonna be A and C in favor of Carnage Gaming. And immediately they start getting B, and that could potentially be a triple cap verdict.
I think you might be right, bro. They have a great hold on A at the moment, and with those guys spawning the court side of the map, this could be an easy A cap or B cap now, as the cluster comes through. Going to neglect the fact that he's right there too. He almost takes himself out, but he is going to prevent A from being capped at all, and that is going to give them a bit of time to recover, as they found themselves in a 20 point deficit. How long will they be able to hold B though? Because they have not held B consecutively, or consistently rather, throughout the entirety of this game. Regardless of who's fragging out, it doesn't matter. They just don't have the ability. Oh, Shorty, you turn around at the exact wrong moment, and my guy Campers came through, and that's probably going to do it for the guys over at Carnage Gaming, because A is going to get flip-flop, but they lose C. They have A at the B at the moment, but as I said, I don't know how long they're going to be able to hold it for.
Alright, they're going to take the retake on A. They start losing B. They're trying to defend as quickly as possible, as good as possible. And I do see Blasty on that ring area trying to defend. Morsia gets that pretty much a snipe with a Bison onto Jasmine. Blasty gets the kill onto Campers. They have been able to, for the first time, hold for more than a few seconds that B cap. Overall, like on the first round, it was pretty back and forth with, of course, the side of X Esports with a tiny bit more control at the end of the day. But in this scenario, after that triple cap, it's been really consistent for them. They are getting closer to tying it up. There's only 1 minute remaining. The retake is trying to be taking place by X Esports, but they're still struggling a lot. They have not been able to do it. Mugabu tries to do it, but gets quickly annihilated by Shorty. Shorty now proceeds to take away those points out of B, ends up dying, but at least it's gonna be staying alive for long enough to make sure that it's gonna be even harder for X Esports to retake that flag. That is gonna be now the lead for Carnage Gaming. They're approaching victory. X Esports is gonna be able to retake B. There's only 30 seconds remaining, and this is anyone's game now.
It is, and they are going to take B. This might do it, because in the amount of time it will take to actually get another site. Okay, Villa going. Oh, the Pred missile is going to pretty much...
they're going for C. They're going for C.
Yeah, that's it, dude.
Oh, no, they get
X
taken out.
Esports takes it. That's going to be it. C is not going to come through. B is not going to have enough time. That's tough, dude. After having a phenomenal second half, you're going to be cut shy by a few points. X Esports takes the dub, 200 to 196. Super close first third game and first series, as I say, that domination was, bro, that was hella intense.
That was super intense. That was the best way to start off this thing. First match of the day being so close. For the second and third game, that was just amazingly done by both of these teams, just trying their hardest to go for the victory. This third game was just phenomenal. I felt like for a second it was gonna be for Carnage. Then X Esports went back, retake B, and was able to hold on for long enough to get a 3-4 points advantage, I believe. Like, that's as close as it gets. It's just really well done. So props to X Esports, who get the victory and gonna be adding points now to their own team on the leaderboards.
Right, dude. They're gonna take 15 points for that X Esports, and the guys over at Carnage will be able to take those 5 to clear them out of that negative. GG's to both teams. Hell of a three-game series as we start the night off in the right category, dude. This is what we need every week, bro, because at this moment, it is it's tough when you expect to see 5 best of 3s pan out in one night, and then you have 2 teams forfeit off the rip. Tuesday or Monday night was a fat L, bro. These teams, I'm glad they are performing tonight. Need to see that consistently throughout the season.
Mhm.
So, series number 2 will start up here shortly. Got to give a shout out to the guys over at XC Sports. So it's Mugaboo pops off 26-24, Modsy 20-21, 10 caps, dude. No one even got close to that double-digit category except for Villa. But Villa, bro, dude, you gotta get something going right there. 13-24, that ain't it. 31-17 for Blasty, comes through top frags again in this third game, but all efforts are gonna go unnoticed as a loss is a loss. Doesn't matter how much it's by.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and you can only wonder, like you mentioned, Bila just consistently dying and not getting the kills. At least if he could have gotten like a crazy amount of takes, but not even that. He did get quite a few, but ultimately you're not able to do the next step by defending that cap of B. It's still not enough, but GG's overall, like you mentioned, I do like how they played, and I would like to see that performance being shown to us throughout the rest of the next matches.
Indeed, as we are going to get ready for the second series of the night. It's going to be Strike Zone versus Operation 34, guys. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short intermission. I'm going to go use the restroom. We're going to be right back in maybe like 2 to 3 minutes. So, guys, bear with us as we're going to get these teams in the lobby. We shall be right back. All right, guys, we are back for our second series of the night. And if anybody is wondering where the standings are at, you actually got to go to the Twitter page. The Meseeks Mobile Go Twitter page is where you can find those standings. We try to post them at least once a week. We don't have the... What's the word I'm looking for? We don't have the resources to post twice a week. We are looking to get those resources taken care of. But as of right now, we are going to be spectating the number one team in the league, which is going to be Operation 34. They have an 80-point first place standings. They're going to be playing against Strike Zone, which, from what I've heard Echo say, it's a strong roster, former pro players, and they were actually once in Mobile Mayhem. But I don't know if that's going to mean anything going up against the guys Operation 34. Operation 34 are super OP, and actually I do see it will be posted on our server. So I don't know why we're going to post it in the server if it's going to be on Twitter, dude. Go to Twitter, find us on Twitter, and follow, and you'll be able to check it out there, bro.
Yeah, and you're gonna also see the ones that were posted, I believe on prior to Monday or on Monday itself. We posted like, but it's not updated with this week. Like I think Echo said that they're gonna be updated to tonight. So you can wait for those by dropping a follow in there and maybe activating notifications, you know? You never know when the next one is gonna drop out, so make sure you follow us over there so you don't miss any of the action. And of course we post about some other info that you might not want to miss out, like giveaways and stuff like that, you know? You never know when that's gonna be dropping out, so make sure you drop a follow as soon as possible, but that is going to be game 1. Now starting out with Strike Zone and Operation 34, it is going to be Hardpoint on Standoff. Standoff yet again verdict this map, but with a Hardpoint game mode that has been questioned not because of the map but because of the spawns, right? They have just felt like it is pure, in a way, madness because of how close you can spawn after dying in this game mode nowadays.
You're absolutely right, my guy, as we do see P1 open up. The guys over at Strike Zone playing super aggressive, and it's paying off as they do have a 10-point advantage now. Operation 34 going to push in. The Lion actually going, or Alan is actually going to be spotted and taken out as they slide peek through. Good God, look at these guys sliding into the objective like it's a first or second base, bro. We're actually second or third. You don't slide into first. That's retarded. I don't mean that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say retarded. It's not possible. You don't slide in first. It just doesn't happen. P number 1 closing up. 20 seconds left on the hill as we do see the guys over at Strike Zone lose a little bit of their grip, and they are going to have an advantage going into this P2 transition. About 10 seconds left as we do see Operation 34 actually push out early. Vitally is going to be spotted and taken out. Vitali, actually. Is it Vitali or Vitali? Correct me in chat if I'm wrong.
That's a great question, actually. But as long as he's not a name like we had on Operation 34, when we first got to see them, you know, Munoz, Muniz, Munoz, it's anything besides that is better, that's for sure. And as we take the rotations for P2, it is going to be a little bit of control over on the side of Operation 34. They struggle a bit more on point number 1, but point number 2 definitely feels a bit better as they are just on a streak and they have not died in a while. And I just noticed that Muñez got a 4-piece himself. Muñez being the one close to the most kills alongside with Legend. Legend with 9, Muñez with 8. He's gonna make sure that he's taking them low, their enemies, while they're outside of the hardpoint. And this seems to be working just fine. There's gonna be one player trying to push in through this door by Strike Zone, but they have not been able to get it inside. I don't think even once, you know. They just contest for a little bit and then get annihilated by Operation 34. They're gonna be rotating towards the blue house, but P2, pure control by Operation 34.
Pure control at the moment as we do see them have a 47-point advantage. And it's like everybody forgot about the MP5 overnight, dude. The QXR gets a huge buff, and then now everyone's like spamming the hell out of it. 2 big kills from Munoz as he is rocking the QXR. He's got a plethora of kills to go along with it. 9 and 3, 10 and 3 for Muñez, and 11 and 5 for the guy Legend. Nobody on the side. Oh my God, Strike Zone. I had such high hopes for you coming in this game, and you started off pretty aggressively strong. Now, dude, you're lacking, and I'm not sure what the disconnect is, as P3 transitions have yet again been much better for the guys over at much better for the guys over at Op 34, as we do see them with a 80-point advantage now going into transitions to P4.
Yeah, and I don't think it's gonna come down to actual Strike Zone. It's more about how Operation Op 34 was able to adapt. I felt like it caught them by surprise, just like you mentioned how aggressive Strike Zone started out this game, and it's something that can take you out of your own place, right? You might want to take a step back to just realize what's going on, but once they were able to know how their opponents were playing, they started to adapt, and it's not working out anymore for Strike Zone. If you're even looking at the feed, it feels like Op 34 are able to get like 3 kills at a time each time they get a few ones. I do see Pelon dying, Munoz gets the kill, Island gets a kill as well, Munoz gets another one. You see what I mean? It's just Strike Zone, they are actually trying to push at once, but even by doing that, it's not being enough, as it feels like Op 34 are just ready for whatever they're trying to come with. They're going to be pushing with 3 players at once, and for the first time, are going to be able to clear this hard point, but they're already on over 100 points deficit for themselves.
Yeah, dude, that kill feed has been all Op 34, as they have been very dominant in this hard point game, and they're not going to let up. We're going to see Clake from Strike Zone actually disconnect. Shots obviously going to need to be collected there, but at this particular moment in the game number 1, it's just not looking favorable to the guys over at Strike Zone at all. We are going to see P1 transitions come through, and guys, if it's anything like last rotation, Strike Zone are going to be definitely wiped out of this in a 2-0 fashion, in my opinion. I'm not downplaying their abilities, bro, but I am definitely speaking highly of how well Op34 is doing right now. So, another interesting question that I'd like to have, like, where did these guys like come from, and where did their name come from? I'd be interested in hearing how Operation 34 came about. As you know, there are certain backstories behind, you know, names and whatnot. I'd be interested in hearing how Op34 was picked.
Hardpoint is ours.
Yeah, it would be nice to know something like that. Like we all know, it's been a team that at least for us has been pretty new. And although it's new, it doesn't mean like they are like low skilled at all. We've seen them just pop up since day one. Not only week one, but day one. They got into the Meseeks Sunday Showdown, went all the way into the finals. Ultimately losing, but taking heavy teams in the way into the bag. So as they are approaching right now the 200 mark in this game of Hardpoint, that is just another proof of themselves. And it's always nice to know, like Burdick said, where they're coming from and what the deal is with each player from this team that just seems to be so dominant and with a pretty bright future in a way. And for each of the players, like looking at the amount of kills they've got, the Hades carrier right now is gonna be actually a legend. I feel like he's the one that most consistently has been playing out of all of them. But overall, it's really a good team effort by each and every single one.
Something else just to bring to light too, they've played in Meseeks Sunday Showdown 2 weeks in a row, and they've only lost to one team, that is Tribe. And I'm talking about, I'm not talking about the Champs roster Tribe. I'm talking about the Mobile Mayhem Tribe. Now, there have been times where they've almost won one game, but I'll be clear about it too. They've lost. They've never beat or taken a map from Tribe in that instance. So that's something to note now as game number 1 coming to a conclusion. Strike Zone might reach that 50-point marker, but it is highly unlikely that they will reach any further than that. P number 3 going to be opening up as we see Munoz actually rotating up top. He's going to be spotted by Vitali. He is going to get 1 kill and maintain hill control, but bro, it's not looking like his teammates are actually spawning in, as we do see Aylin actually break in for the P3 break, and that might do it for the guys over at Strike Zone as game number 1 going down as a beatdown, bro.
Yeah, although Vitality was getting the kills with everyone from Operation 34 being so close to this blue house, they were continuously spawning in there. They only need 3 more points. They're gonna be uncontested. They're gonna take victory home. And game 1 is gonna be heavily in their favor. That's a phenomenal start yet again by Op34. And you gotta start questioning yourself, like, who is gonna be the team who can actually like cause a bit of a trouble for Op34, who seems so strong in this tournament.
Strong indeed, bro. They are on pace to be at that 100-point marker before the end of the night. We'll see if they'll be able to provide any kind of action in the Search and Destroy game. I don't think I've seen them lose a map in this Mobile Mayhem qualifier event.
Nope. Not yet.
As a matter of fact, I mean, I'll speak a little bit more on you know, their performances. They beat 11D. They've beat XRK, if I'm not mistaken. They've beat a few other teams that are top tier teams. Who was it that on your side of the bracket they beat? I know 11D was on one side of my bracket the first night we saw them play. Who was it that they beat on your side that night, taking us to the finals to play Tribe?
I'm not too sure. I know that they ended up winning. I believe that it was 2-1, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check real quick. Oh, 2-0. It was actually Community Esports. I have the bracket open right here. They defeated Community Esports, Team 11T, and Trovo Mayhem. Right, that is the right. I do remember now. Trovo Mayhem ended up winning the first 2 games, and then with a phenomenal comeback, Operation 34 ended up getting the ticket to the finals. So yeah, that's the teams that they've beaten on the first day that I saw them play. Well, it was just outstanding.
That is wild, my guy. Op34, super well played here. Very aggressive team, up and coming. obviously they have the ability to take it to Mobile Mayhem Summer 2021. I am interested to see how the rest of this qualifier event season will go. I don't think they're going to take 1L. If they do, it'll be a screenshot issue. But even with that being said, I got to say they never have missed a screenshot in the Meseeks Sunday Showdown. So I think these guys know what they're doing. They're business oriented. It's all, professional. They get their screenshots in. We don't hear any complaints. And, as long as they keep playing like that, they're going to continue to steamroll the competition, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And like I mentioned, I don't know who's gonna be able to stop them. The next game is now going to be Search and Destroy and Firing Range, and one of those that it's pretty important to have a dominant sniper, of course. So maybe, and just maybe, if Strike Zone has a sniper just so consistent enough to actually put up a fight against up 34 snipers, they could get a few rounds. I don't know if it could translate into a victory per se, but maybe causing them a little bit of trouble could be enough to feel proud about yourself to put up against a team like up 34, right?
That is right, my guy. That is right. Game number 2 about to go through. Got to have some good coordination on your transitions. Got to have the right kind of communication. I still feel like this Strike Zone team has potential. They just got so outplayed in that first game, dude. It's not embarrassing. It's tough, dude. That's tough. Super, super tough.
Yeah, it is indeed. But now we're gonna start up with this game number 2, Search and Destroy. I did notice that Clay took a little while to actually start on moving. He seems to be trying to be playing with a 117, which I found quite interesting. I'm trying to spot the sniper by Strike Zone at the moment. That's gonna be Lewis. Lewis is gonna be the one playing with the sniper. Currently looking at A-Long, playing rather passively as they are on the defending side of the map. But they already lost one player. That is going to be not the greatest scenario, as Slasher got taken out quite early through A-Long. That bomb seems to be working his way towards the A-bomb. They're gonna be getting it right now. Clake gets taken down by Muñez. Vitality takes a few shots, tries to pick the angle properly with his sniper. Lewis, the one picking out with this sniper. He was able to get 1 kill, but now he's currently in a 1v4. He's gonna get pushed over by Muñez, who gets quickly that kill, thanks to that precise movement speed by getting inside, just turning around, getting the kill, and that's 1-0 in favor of up 34.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Slasher, bro, pushing up A-Long aggressively like that was not the move. I know you want to, put yourself in a good position and maybe, play aggressively, slap these guys in the face at the beginning. You're not going to be able to slap Op 34 like that. These guys are very well disciplined. They lost 1 player on the back of a nade. And my guy, Legend, goes down early as Vitali actually going to pick up the sniper to begin with. We are going to see him taken down now as Aelin actually going to go ahead and spot him in this A-Long area. So not a good start for Strike Zone here, as the attacking side has already been favorable. And I gotta say, there was a point where the bomb was being planted, and my guy Clake was just absolutely not on it. Dude could not hit a shot to save his life. I'm just not 100% sure if these guys, need to continue to do what they're doing here, or they need to reevaluate their strategy, maybe change their guns out. Oh man, Clake almost got a collab there. Not even going to get a hit marker. Muñez is going to take out one. Lewis takes out another. And now it is a 2v2 scenario thanks to Muñez, as this dude's rocking the ARG, the AUG. Slasher gets the kill. Automatic comes through as well. A better round for the guys that were Strike Zone, but still, I still gotta favor Operation 34 in this Search and Destroy, as not only their gun skill, but their ability to clutch much higher than Strike Zone at the moment.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, it's pretty odd to see the 2 of them using the sniper. Now is gonna be for the second round. Clake using the Locust, trying to currently get a wallbang, any sort of advantage without necessarily exposing himself. And like you mentioned, he was so close to getting a collat right there. Couldn't even land the shot and ended up dying. So at the end of the round, of course, they did get the advantage, but how close is it too close, right? It's better off to just have the advantage throughout the whole round. And so far, they've not been able to do it. Who knows about the others, but I'm sure that Op34 are just not gonna allow the enemies to easily get any sort of player's advantage. And as they are now pushing towards this trailer zone, they are all going to go in there. Pelon a bit in the middle area, but still able to get a kill, as well as Munoz and Legend. Legend gets that snipe. That's going to be a 3 versus 5, leaving only Vitality and Automatic alive.
The bomb has been planted.
I watched, I'm not going to lie to you, I watched Legend kind of struggle with a jump shot. I don't know how dude didn't get exposed there. Or even allowed to even get that many shots off without going unrecognized. Vitality actually going to take down Pelon. This is going to be a 2v4 now, much more manageable than that 2v5. As they're going to be rotating mid. They're going to be taking out some heat. Oh my, Vitality gets another, and there goes Herschel, man. The wife's pulling up, and he's just going to continue. I'm going to let you take control over here in this round number 4.
Right, who are we looking for?
Destroy the
Right,
objective.
I'm not too. Let me
They have the
check on
bomb.
the stream who we are going to be spectating. I feel like it's going to be Eileen.
I'll follow.
Eileen.
You just speak.
Right. Eileen and Kia, this is a 5v5. The first kill is going to go for Legend with a wallbang onto Fake. That is going to be huge for them. But Lewis now being able to land these shots. Lewis is going to be back with that sniper as well. It quickly gets taken down by Eileen with that MP7. This is no longer about the MP5. They have to go up. MP7 now on track. Pelon gets another kill, leaving Vitali alone. Legend gets the snipe.
Lost that round.
That is going to be a 3-1 lead, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Although Strike Zone was able to get 1 round out of the hands of Op34, it felt more of a bit of,
Destroy the objective.
I don't know how to explain it, but a scenario where Operation 34 had a little bit of bad luck, and at the same time Strike Zone did it properly what they were supposed to. So they clutched the round at the end, but at the end of the day, Operation 34 just made sure not to make the same mistake twice, and that's why they're going to be in the lead 3-1, as this is going to be the last round before they switch sides.
We're going to see a 4v5 now. Lewis is going to be pushing up this jungle area aggressively, and it's going to just get instant wiped. As the boys over at Op34 are going to continue on their Tyrants. Automatic going to be on the other side of this sandbag area. He's going to be taken down. Automatic takes down 1 with him, but ultimately not going to make any difference. Op34 up 4-1 as we are going to be switching sides. A hell of an advantage as they stole the first game, and it didn't look like Strike Zone was even plagued that same game. So Strike Zone down 4-1, looking very similar to another hardpoint game. Is Search and Destroy just getting out of hand for the guys over at Strike Zone. We'll see if they'll be able to rebuttal here. As Aelin takes out one, Aelin takes out another, and that's going to leave Vitali actually at a 1v5 scenario, bro. These guys are just crumbling one by one here in this 6th round. That's going to do it for them. 5-1. Boys over Op34 are going to be on match point.
Match point, just like that. A perfect round for Op34, who are playing now flawlessly after that small mistake they started up doing in that specific round. I do see that Vitali is basically coming back, as it feels like Clake might be having some sort of connectivity issues. Automatic is going to be the one killing the bomb. Pelon, sorry, gets the kill first, gets the double onto Automatic. Pelon yet again having an awesome game as he gets a triple piece. There's going to be 3 quick kills for Pelon, who is now pushing for the 4th one, but is actually going to go for the hands of Munoz. Vitality yet again in a 1v5. He's being pushed over by the enemy sniper, gets taken down by none other than Pelon with that deagle. That is going to be a clean 6-1, a clean round, and a clean 2-0 for Operation 34, who continue to be undefeated in this tournament.
Yes, undefeated indeed, and I just don't think that these teams are going to be able to compete at this level, man. Maybe XRK, as we see, Parka and Zia tag team up and got some OP help, but bro, Operation 34 looking like, a pro team at the moment. They're looking like a tier 1 team, playing like a tier 1 team. They played tier 1 teams and beaten them. this is just looking like, men are playing against boys at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll have to gear up for the next game because this one was just over just like that. Pelon ended up getting 9 kills, by the way. 9 kills and only died twice. That is crazy, of course. Like barely any deaths at all on the side of Out 34. The one that died the most is actually gonna be Munoz, but only died 3 times. That's not too many. He got 4 kills for himself. Legend with a 6-1, also amazingly done. And on the other hand, you're gonna have that Strikestone just struggling and falling apart by pieces as they couldn't get that many kills for themselves. Clake and Slasher, both of them with only a single kill. Those who got the most are gonna be Lewis and Vitali, but only with 3 each. It was just not a carry enough to be able to get them more rounds for themselves. So that is a 6-1, and once again, of course, a 2-0 victory for Up 34. Who might start thinking about, what? If I was Operation 34, I would be optimistic. Of course, you still have games to be played. But you got to start on thinking. Look at those teams that you are potentially going to have to play against, and maybe strategize what you might be doing. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be right back as we are gonna go into a short intermission, and once we get back we will see the game between Hell Esports going up against the so wanted to see team of XRK Gaming. See you all soon.
Tried this, tried that, tried everything, coming right back.
All right, guys, we are back live as we do see Hell Esports in the lobby and XRK. XRK going to be making their Meseeks Mobile Mayhem debut tonight. Thank God, bro. I haven't seen these guys all season. We've gone 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I don't even know, dude. It's been too long to not have seen these guys play yet. They have 40 points at the moment. Actually, they might have 60 as the DQ
yes.
from Threat Level Gaming gives them 20. So they're going to be in that top tier category as well, looking to extend their lead as the top 4 teams move on to take on the bottom 4 teams of this season's Mobile Mayhem. Predictions, chat. XRK taking on Hell Esports. What you think, Gil?
I mean, we haven't seen, of course, XRK. We have, I believe, we have seen Hell played before, but you gotta give it to XRK, right? It's the one of those teams that, although we have not seen yet in here specifically, we have seen them perform elsewhere, and they're gonna be a really tough opponent for Hell in here. So if I would have to take a guess, I think that there's a high chance that XRK could take a 2-0 victory in here.
Absolutely, bro. I think this is ample opportunity as we do see pretty much everybody come through for, yeah, we got a whole 5 for Hell Esports. We have 4 of 5 from XRK. XRK is making their debut onto the stream. Do we have rotations and everything, Gil?
Yes, we do. It's gonna be Hardpoint on Standoff, moving on to Search and Destroy Raid. If we get to see it somehow, it's gonna be Domination on Firing Range for the 3rd game. The map bans coming out of Hell Esports is gonna be Search and Destroy Meltdown from XRK, is Hardpoint on Hackney Yard, and the banned weapons are going to be by Hell Esports, the Bison, the PP19, and for XRK, it's gonna be the MP5. The QQ9 is not gonna be available. So we have still one SMG available, which is gonna be the QXR, that is also causing a lot of problem to a lot of people.
Indeed, yes, indeed. Should be an interesting best of 3 as Operation 34. We did get the screenshots confirmed from earlier, so that's good. I just checked that. As I said, I was before we got finished with the last game, I had to bounce. The wife actually came through with some stuff I needed to help her get out of the car. Some groceries, guys. That's right. Verdict picked up all the groceries for the wife. I'm just kidding. She pulled a few of them in. I'm not that big of a guy myself. I can't carry everything. I got dog food. That's the most important. Game number 1 about to start off. We are having a bit of an issue with a UID, so we're going to be verifying a player before we move further. So bear with us as we'll be getting geared up for game number 1. Even though that we might have an issue with that, we still don't have 5 for the guys over at XRK right now. So waiting for their 5th to come through, and potentially if this UID check doesn't come through, maybe a 4th too.
And yeah, we quite weird to see one missing, right? Currently,
Yeah.
we do see Pengi, Antox, Sia, and Aizri, but it's pretty odd to see. I noticed that the other times they were the 5 of them quickly in here, just be in time and wait for their opponents that coincidentally and unfortunately have not been able to show up until today. So pretty interesting to me to see that one player missing, but as soon as we get that UID fixed up and figured out, and we get the 5th player for XRK, we will be able to start this game.
Yes,
game number
indeed.
1.
Game number 1 is going to be starting up hopefully. And guys, if you haven't had a chance to check out the Latam Mobile Mayhem at the moment, one of our Meseeks representatives, content manager, aka Golden Boy, is co-casting. So huge opportunity for him, as I hear he is killing it at the moment, bro.
Yeah, definitely, he's having a blast, so you all should check it out as well. Oh wait, someone requests to join, that's not it. Okay, so yeah, check him out, show some love, of course, part of the Meseeks family, taking a part of those finals that I believe that at this point they are already on the finals per se. So Make sure you don't miss those. You don't miss these ones either, as XRK are few, I want to say seconds, maybe a couple minutes to start up their debut in this tournament. That is gonna be their own debut against a team that currently in the leaderboard, I don't think that they are the highest yet. I'm trying to find the leaderboard yet again. It's gonna be in here. They are currently actually on the bottom of the hill, you know. So definitely a tough fight for them to go against. Who knows? Maybe they can find their way to at least take a game out of XRK. Who knows? And there you have it. The fifth player for XRK is gonna be Eliza. Eliza joining us, doing us the favor to be in here with us. And yeah, with the fifth player, we are okay. We're only gonna be waiting for confirmation about the UID situation. I don't know what might be going on over there, but yeah, we do have the fifth player. But it is gonna be Eliza.
AKA De Parca, right?
I'm not sure actually. I mean, I think it might be. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it might be.
Over here freaking out because someone walked up at the door. I was like, dude, who the hell is at the house this late? And it was one of the Wise clients. So she went and quickly went outside, talked to her, and Herschel's still freaking out, dude. What's wrong? You're just protective, aren't you? Pup reveal? Come on, Poops, get in the camera. Come on. Man, you son of a gun. You just... He's playing games right now, bro. He gets so close and then like No, we're not going back and forth right now. Come on. Come on. No. There you go. It's like he gets one step closer, one step closer. He's still not yeah, he's not gonna do it, dude. He's not falling for my games. I can't trick him. He's too clever to trick. Zia coming through with the 313 Raiders. Let's go! We are still waiting for a clarification on a UID for our players. So bear with us as we're gonna get readied up for our first series. That's gonna include XRK. And of course, Zia coming through with the 313 Raiders. Always appreciate it, my guy. Good luck to you guys as this best of three is about to pan out. And did we already go over the rotations and everything? Yes. Right?
Yes, we have.
Okay, cool. I heard you talking about the QQ9 being banned and the Bison, and then, I mean, the QQ9 really we haven't even seen even when it wasn't banned, bro. So, interesting choice as, you know, the Quixer is definitely, the MP7 definitely the OP option at the moment.
Yeah, the MP7, it's... I've said it before, I feel like the SMGs are just back, you know? They were slightly getting inside of the meta in a way. Every now and then you would see them being played and actually popped off players with certain SMGs. Nowadays, like, you see 3 different SMGs being banned, and maybe even a 4th one in a way. You do see the Fennec every now and then being banned for specific teams as well. But overall, like, yeah, it's pretty nice to see that variety moving forward from the assault rifles now into the submachine guns. And yeah, like you said it, the MP7 is gonna be a viable option for everyone to take. So let's see if I'm sure it's gonna be what we see the most. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was gonna say if we see it, but I think we will most definitely see it.
Okay, so basically it looks like Discord isn't updated for the player UID, so Echo's having to go through the sheets. Sheesh! Yeah, that's right, sheesh. Zia raid. Zia came through with the huge raid, as we're going to be able to see XRK make their grand entrance onto the Meseeks Mobile Mayhem Qualifiers. They've already got 40 points. 60 points, sorry. 60 points. At the moment, so waiting for a ruling, dude. I hope this doesn't take much longer. Come on now, Echo. You're stalling at the moment. You need to get your act together, bro. Let's go.
Y para aquellos que no hablan inglés, pues darle las gracias a todos aquellos que vienen por parte del Rey de CIA. Se les agradece muchísimo. Estamos a escasos momentos de empezar con la primera partida entre estos dos, entre el debut de XRK de Ciarca en contra de Hell Esports. Así que quédense aquí, pues estamos a punto de comenzar y de nueva cuenta gracias a CIA y mucha suerte en su partida.
Ruling is their fit is ineligible, so Zygnus does not play tonight, as we do see one player come back through. Is that the same player? That's a different player, right?
It is. I think it is the same player.
Okay.
Yep.
This is not a great way to start the XRK series, so guys, if we could get some clarification, get the rulings over to the players, and let's see what the situation is.
Can the stream hear me?
Yes, they can. Do they not need to hear you?
Hello, can I talk with you in the VC?
Yeah, hold on. Are you talking to hello?
Are you talking with hello?
Okay, so I guess we're going to be stalling here for a second.
Oh,
by
the way,
yeah, what's up? What's up, Gil?
I wanted to specify like the tournament kind of deal for those who don't know in Spanish. Remind them how it works. Básicamente recordarles para aquellos que no sepan qué es esto que están viendo en estos momentos. Estos son los clasificatorios para la siguiente temporada de Mobile Mayhem, ¿vale? Entonces el formato que tenemos es idéntico al de Mobile Mayhem. Lo trasladamos aquí a los clasificatorios, donde los mejores 4 de estos clasificatorios van a ir contra los peores 4 del Mobile Mayhem mayor. Van a enfrentarse entre ellos y ahí es donde veremos quiénes son los que se quedan o los que avanzan al Mobile Mayhem principal, ¿vale? Entonces no es que haya semifinales, no hay cuartos de final, nada por el estilo. Esto es un torneo literalmente idéntico al de Mobile Mayhem, pero con equipos buscando llegar a esa liga mayor. Right, that's being done. And yeah, still waiting on the ruling on that. I'm really hoping that we can get it as soon as possible, so we can get this on going. We're not having issues so far, which I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm pretty happy about. We already had 2 out of 2 games. We're currently waiting on the 3rd one, and hopefully this issue is gonna be fixed on soon.
Yep, hopefully, as we do see some communication going on. Need to figure out. Can you explain the Format 2 verdict? Sorry, I don't know about it. Okay, so Vive. So basically, it is a Mobile Mayhem style qualifiers event. We're going to be running qualifiers exactly like Mobile Mayhem is ran, where we have a series of points that are awarded for wins and DQs and whatnot. It's the same exact scoring system and everything. So basically, it's just like watching Mobile Mayhem, but with the qualifiers team. So this was the idea that was, facilitated to us from Mobile Mayhem to oversee and to run. So this is a Mobile Mayhem qualifiers event that Meseeks runs. So basically, the top 4 teams of this qualifiers event go on to play the bottom 4 teams in the regular Mobile Mayhem season. So the bottom 4 from this season will face the top 4 of this qualifiers event for a spot at the summer 2021 season. So huge situation as we do see. Not 100% sure what the ruling is going to be for this. Echo, let us know, bro. You are kind of killing the vibe, my guy.
Yeah, trying to keep all of this rolling. They were talking on their own, so we are gonna have to wait for any sort of confirmation. So it seems that the other fella that was joining us as a fit for XRK might not be able to join us for this one specifically. What was that, Echo?
They will 4v5.
Here they 4v5ing.
Okay. And there you have it. Alright, it's gonna be a 4v5 because of that issue with one of the players. So It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be hard point. It is definitely gonna be a huge disadvantage for XRK. So it's gonna be a true test to see if they can contest this in a 4v5 matter. There you have it. Everyone's inside of the game. A few seconds away. Like I previously mentioned, the banned weapons are the QQ9 and the Bison. So those are not gonna be available at all. The MP7 is. I do see a lot of grenades being thrown by XRK, going through this mid area inside of the hard point. A few kills being traded in there. Sia getting a kill himself, then dying. I do see also Penny doing his same work as he gets a kill as well, and falls too. And that's gonna be the biggest issue, right? When you are in some sort of a team fight where nearly each one is gonna get a kill for himself. If you have one less player to begin with, it's gonna be really problematic for you.
Absolutely, but I gotta say, the guys over at XRK are holding their own right now in a 4v5. Not a much of a lead, but the guys over at Hell do manage to get a few points in their favor as P2 transitions will start up here shortly. We're gonna see Zia actually get one with Chameleon as well as Coach Antox. So the transition for P2 back side of this warehouse building is going to result in Wayne and Chameleon getting control, as Parka is going to be holding back for a few points. It's going to be contested there and gets the kill. Fast has going to be taken down. And it's still surprisingly a very neck-and-neck game, though. I got to give it to him. I just don't know how this is a 4v5 situation. I don't understand how we don't have a fifth for XRK, and it's very unfortunate to do. This is a tough one, as we see P number 2 opening up 15 seconds in. Boys over at XRK going to continue to rack up a few more points as they do get contested, and trades are going to be made. The breakthrough comes through for Hell, and they are going to have the advantage yet again.
Yeah, they're going to be in the lead, but not by too much just yet. And it's going to be really important for XRK to make sure that they're not going to be too far behind, because if that's the case, it's going to be just really hard for them to try to react to that, to try to come back from. And currently it's being that exact scenario where I do see Park and Sia just trying to do their best. Sia and company are going to be rotating towards the next heal, towards P3. They're going to be getting there and try to position themselves where they can actually defend more efficiently. Let's see for how long, though. That deficit of a player. Sia gets a kill onto Chameleon, ends up dying. A lot of people just rushing inside of this heal, leaving only Antox alive. He's gonna be trying to hold in tight as he's being pretty much rushed over by every single corner. There's gonna be 2 players from XRK inside. Both of them, or actually only one of them, is gonna get killed. Bengi manages to get that double piece and continues to be inside of the heal. But as soon as I say that, that is gonna be yet again 4 players completely angry for Hell, trying to get inside, taking them out, and gaining even more of an advantage verdict.
Yes, indeed, and what can you expect more out of a 4v5 situation? This is a hardpoint game. I feel like a search and destroy should be a bit better. Pingy gonna push in, Pingy gonna be taken down, and the boys over at XRK very much so holding their own, as Zia 12-9, 13-11 for Pingy. Coach Antox, bro, is having a tough time. 3-9, 6-10 for Parkas. P4 transitions are gonna start up. Hell holding their own here, 95 for Wayne, 99 for Vasquez. Riggs gonna be 3-10, not his best game. Chameleon 10-8, 8-5 for Jared. So not too heavily outfragged as we see P4 opening up, and the boys over at XRK gonna have an initial hold. Parka gonna be up top and holding that area. Chameleon gonna be spotted. Chameleon gonna be lasered. Zia gonna be in the little bench side, or not bench side, but the death side of the P4 area, and initial hold, and points are going to go in favor of XRK as they are continuing to surprise me here in this hard point.
Yeah, and a really good plays concussion ended up causing a lot of trouble. They were able to, there was only one player able to survive, it being Parka, who ends up dying. Sia tries to rush inside yet again, gets 1 kill, it's extremely low, and gets taken down by Fastest. And that is gonna be yet again a bit of control by by the red side, by the players of Hell, but quickly being taken for the last few seconds for XRK, who were able to come back a little bit on this one specifically. I might as well say it. They are still losing, yes, but it's only going to be 34 points. That is not the 60 deficit that they had previously, so that's going to be better. I do see Pengu with an MP7 doing an amazing job at keeping them out. He's going to be now pushing towards the enemy so he can try to surprise them. Ends up getting a kill and dying as well. And that's exactly what I was talking about. The fact that even if you get a kill and end up dying, that means that you're gonna be on the back end, right? You need to go for 2 at least if what you're looking for is like a control in this game mode. So it's a tough spot for XRK. They are holding on strong, but let's see for how long, as that disadvantage is now of about 50 points.
Yeah, still very much so they'll win this, as XRK actually going to have the opportunity to steal away the last few seconds of this P1 transition. Camille, you're going to be there to prevent the rotations from Antox, and Wayne going to go ahead and get taken down too. P2 transitions are going to come through, and now only a 34-point game. XRK very much so, you know, having, you know, contesting in this 4v5 situation. I'm still scratching my head. Hell, how are you allowing this, bro? 40 points difference. You've got one-man advantage. This is not search and destroy. There's no reason, there's no excuse that these guys should even have over 50 points at this moment. But XRK might just be too OP for this Hell roster. Rented there in a 4v5. I still gotta say though, Hell has, you know, the opportunity to take a few points here in their favor. But bro, you know, I just don't know, like, how they're allowing this to be such a close game.
Yeah, like you mentioned, it shouldn't be more than 50 points or so in favor of XRK. And currently getting closer to triple digits is just gonna show you not only how much Hell might be struggling themselves as a team, but also how good XRK is actually trying to go for a victory, go for some more points. And we mentioned how they were with a really solid amount of points because of the DQs in the past, but in this one specifically it's gonna be a lot harder, as the player disadvantage is causing them a lot of issues. Pengy yet again getting a double kill, tries to get inside of this blue house and gets taken down from the back by Fastest. Pengy, I feel like one of those. Yeah, I was looking at the scoreboard. Pengy is gonna be the highest fragger for the team. 34 kills currently for Pengy, who continues to, even if he gets taken down, just goes back in, tries to get the kill, tries to get the control of the hill. He's been able to do it a few times, but not for long enough to be in a winning position. As yeah, finally Hell has been able to get more of an advantage, now over 80 as I'm speaking right now. They increased that a little bit more, but it was a good story for XRK, but it feels like it is just starting to be just too much to handle.
In chat, dude, they're saying it's a 3v5. They might be right, as Antox just not able to contest, not able to compete. He's obviously the coach or the manager of the team. I don't think he's technically a player. I know he's listed as a player, but you know, Image Image from Nova was also a player. And we saw how he played, dude. He clutched it up a few times, but you know, it's just not the same level of competition here as we do see Hell actually get the better. Maybe if this was if they had a fifth, maybe this would be a lot easier on Antox, but at the moment, dude, you know, his performance is definitely, you know, hindering this 4v5 situation. And, you know, I got to give a shout out to him, though, as he's, you know, kind of mustering up, you know, whatever he's got to compete. But, bro, it's tough. It's already a 4v5. You got, you know, your coach in there. This is just not a position you would be in if you were XRK. As we had a fifth, but he was ineligible for this game. And Pengy, regardless of the scenario, is 36 kills deep. So he's not going to allow the guys over at Hell to run him over as he picks up his 37 before he bites the dust. 37 and 28 for Pengy. Pengy is OP at the moment.
Yeah, definitely having a really good game, number one. That is unfortunately not translating hard enough to the OVJ aspect of the game. The side of Hell only needs less than 10 points to get the victory. They are currently under control of this bottom side of Grannies. They are gonna be getting the points. They tried to take them out by XRK. They get it on the very last second, but let's see for how long as Winx gets the kill, takes them out of place, out of sight. They get the point they needed. That is gonna be game 1 in favor of Hell, who just, you know, it was an unfortunate scenario for XRK, but they were just not gonna get any easier on them, of course. They just wanted to go for the victory, and they got it.
Indeed, game number 1, of course, going in favor of the boys over at Hell. 250 to 127. Taking a look at the scorecard. Wayne 33 and 15, double positive at a minute and 15 on the hill. When you got guys like Chameleon and Jared who have a 2-minute plus marker on their scorecard for the OBJ time, of course a 4v5 is going to be tough for XRK as 39-30 for my guy Pingy, 34 and 25. Dude, Parka popped off at the end, bro. He started off negative and put it into overdrive as he goes 34 and 25. Zia 30 and 29. Poor Antox just not in the mix at the moment.
Yeah, and they got to start thinking what the next move is going to be. Hopefully they're going to find a way to get another one to join the party, but if they don't, of course they have a different approach as is going to be Search and Destroy. I feel like it can be a little bit more doable in a way depending on how you play the game, but yeah, it's gonna be unfortunate if they don't get a 5th, but if played properly they could try to contest game number 2 and Search and Destroy.
Oh, facts, dude. Search and Destroy, Raid, definitely one of those maps where you can make up for the lack of man power you got. Now, considering that Antox is still in the mix, dude, you gotta believe that
Wow.
what did Parker just say?
Yeah, he just said, I'm in a restaurant, I don't have in-game audio, I'm not on Discord, and yet, and that's basically what he said, and yet I'm doing
Parker,
like this, bro.
Bro, that's tough, man. The fact that you were able to go, I gave you a shout out just a second ago, dude. Huge, huge turnaround, dude. You're in a restaurant and you're crapping on kids, bro. I don't think that's appropriate in a restaurant, man. You might want to take that to the bathroom, dude. I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding, bro. I'm obviously trying to tell a joke and it's going poorly. You crapped on him, and you know it's a 3v5, 4v5 scenario. GG's to Parka. What's up with the 5th though? What happened with the roster, my guy? That's my question.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what could have happened there.
Sub and the manager. Gotcha. That's tough. I'm assuming that's what it says.
Oh yeah, he said that he doesn't completely understand the sub part. I don't know myself either. But yeah, they are trying to find how to stay. I feel like he's saying that the manager just wasn't aware of where to be at every moment, you know. It was pretty tough as well.
Gotcha. Well, hey, good luck to you guys here in this next matchup. I'm assuming Search and Destroy is going to be a little easier to manage in a 4v5 scenario. I feel like it is. Maybe other people will feel otherwise, but in Search and Destroy, you kind of control where you go, not necessarily where the points are, in comparison to where the opponents are. So you can control the pace, control the manpower at any given point. And all you need is just one person to pop off. 2 people will be hella great. And with Pingy, Zia, and Parker all collaborating here, I could assume that Hell's gonna have their work cut out for them.
It's gonna be important to be extremely focused on each and every single move as they are gonna start off these rounds already in the back foot. So as long as they are being cautious, they are being aware of what's going on. I want to say they have good comms, but we already got confirmation that Parker is not even in the comms right now, you know. So it's gonna be problematic in that aspect as well. But as long as the other 3 do communicate properly to know where the opponents might be or they actually are, so they can capitalize on that information and get the kills early on, so they can have a better chance of winning each round.
I agree indeed, as we're going to get geared up for this second matchup going to be a little easier in my opinion. Just waiting for Pingy. Hey, Parker, I want to ask you, dude, what restaurant you eating at? Let us know in chat so that way, you know, if we ever decide to stop by, you know, we can say, hey, we heard, you know, Parker ate here one time, so you know, if they do like referral discounts, I don't know, you know, like everywhere I go, I get a Club Sexy discount. I don't know about Parka or Parka referral club discount. I'm kidding, my guy.
That would be
Definitely
nice,
let us know in
imagine.
chat. Yeah, no, right? Hey, can we get the Parka discount? We got sent here by Parka. You know, Parka. Imagine
Yeah,
though.
that'd be definitely great. Imagine. That'd be great. I feel like we're getting also geared up for game number 2, which like we thought it is gonna be a 5v4. So like you mentioned, raid. It is gonna be tough. It is gonna be still doable, but let's see how it is. Game number 1. Everyone is gonna get connected into the lobby. A few seconds away from starting. And does Sia is Sia used to sniping? Because I'm not too sure who might be sniping on XRK.
I don't know, dude. That's interesting. You know, maybe they're playing this a little differently. Maybe we're seeing a different aspect from their gameplay. As nope, Zia's actually going to be picking up the MP7, so he's chilling. He's going to get caught up mid-pull stairs. He's going to take some shots, and now we're going to see Coach Antox actually going to get lasered, bro. Whoa! I know Zia told you he was getting shot from that area, bro. Come on, Antox. I'm kidding, my guy. Obviously, we're in a situation where they are down one player already, and they're going to be down 2 as Zia and Parka are going to have to collab here. No comms from these guys. Parka is actually going to be inside money room. Jared going to go ahead and take down Zia. That's probably going to seal the deal here as the bomb is actually on the A bomb site directly. Will Parka be able to clutch this 1v4? Not going to have any comms. Not going to be able to sound out. Not going to be able to have his audio working out. He's going to feel that, so he's going to go ahead and rotate through. And he's got 40 seconds to get the defuse through. But, yeah. This is pretty much the search and destroy in a nutshell. Can't have audio, dude. It's not going to work out.
Smoke out.
And then the lack of communication is not helping either, as if he was on Discord, he would...
Yo.
Wow, okay. he would have known that the enemies were over at A. He ultimately gets sniped, but that body shooting was unexpected. But in a way, not so much, right? It's understandable the situation that XRK is at the moment.
And I mean, come on now. What kind of fool interrupts his dinner with some search and destroy, dude? Come on now. Of course I'm gonna be shooting bodies, bro. If I don't have my food in me, if I'm being interrupted at a restaurant, I couldn't imagine having to play in this situation. Pinky gonna pick up 2. Zia gonna be taken down, and now it is a 2v2 as Wayne and Fastez. This is gonna be the round. Oh man, Antox, dude. All you had to do was team up with Parka. Parka. You know where the players are at. They're going to be poolside. They're going to push you. Wayne's going to be spotted. Wayne's going to be shot. But we are going to see the push come through. Oh, man. Faz comes through and nearly gets taken out. Gets a jump shot. That's going to do it for the second round in favor of Hell.
Yeah, and that would make it 3 so huge issues for the side of XRK. 1, they are missing a player. 2, they're playing with a manager at the moment with Antox in there. And 3, Parka is playing with outcomes with the teammates and
over here
audio
at Dave
overall.
and Buster's playing Call of Duty Mobile in the booth, bro.
Yeah,
you don't know what Dave and Buster's is.
Too much
it's like Chuck E. Cheese for adults.
And you have Antox was in the middle of a 1v4 trying to get a kill with a deagle. It is just not it's too much to handle for a single team, I feel. Maybe if Parker was inside of the call, we could have a different story. But it is a lot of issues to collide into a single team that is causing them to be losing now 3-0 for the time being.
3-0 indeed, as Jared actually takes down Zia. Pingy gonna take down Jared. Pingy gonna get traded himself, and now Parka and
enemy in sight.
The guy Antox, the coach Antox, actually going to be in a 2v3 scenario. Bomb's gonna be planted for B. Parka going to be super weak as he is spotted in the laundry area. He's going to be recovering. Doesn't get pushed, which is, I guess, normal. But with this kind of knowledge, there we go. We're going to see the push come through. Oh, yes. There we go. Antox goes down. Laundry side is going to be compromised. Parka is going to be spotted. Oh, Chris catches Parka reloading the gun that he just picked up. That's tough, bro.
Yeah, the side of hell are just taking the fights so nicely, you know, making sure that even if one of them is getting killed, the others capitalize on that distraction for his ally and get a kill themselves at least, or even more so, as they are currently having a blast. But as soon as I say that, there's gonna be 3 early kills by the side of XRK, now losing 2 players. Coach Antox now getting a few kills for himself. That's gonna be a 1v2 with the 2 players actually being in favor of XRK. I think that's the first time we've seen them have a player advantage. It's gonna be Jared, the only one alive, 1 minute remaining. He does have control over the bomb. And let's see how Parka and Antox decide to approach this, because like I mentioned, they have this player advantage, but Antox is not gonna be able to do much. Maybe Parka realized that the enemy was there. He does, gets a few shots, but not the kill. That is gonna be Jared trying to run away for his life. 35 seconds remaining. He does want to get that bomb plant, but let's see if Parka allows him to do so.
Yep, this is a favorable spot for Parka here as Jared's going to be rotating to the B site. Got 20 seconds, going to go ahead and get this plant down. Parka obviously not going to be able to hear that bomb sound go off, so even if he had a headset, I don't think he'd be able to tell. And B bomb site, oh, the laser is going to give away the location. The smoke comes through, and Parka is going to rotate backside of kitchen, which is interesting, back through laundry, as we see Jared's actually going to be waiting and anticipating the red push, so Parka going to be rotating top laundry. Oh, blue van is where he's going to be spotted at. Parka going to get some shots. Parka's going to be weak. Parka going to go ahead and get the peek around the blue van. He's going to get the head glitch advantage. Oh, time is going to be running out. No, Jared gets the better of the trade. That's going to be 5-0 in favor of Hell Eastwards.
5-0 indeed. Parka was just so close to getting a first round for the side of XRK. He was just not able to clutch that kill and the defusal. It was just a single or 2 bullets away from getting that kill. We just couldn't get it on time. Jared runs out of bullet as well, takes out the pistol and gets the kill at the end. So really well played by him, who now gets taken down by none other than Parka. That is gonna be some sort of justice for Parka, as he was just like I said, just a bullet or 2 from clutching that round. There's gonna be a 3v1 and 3v0. That is gonna be Parka dying as XO and Hell Esports. They made it because of a lot of different factors, but at the end of the day, they have made it, and that is gonna be a 2-0 victory for Hell.
2-0 indeed, as yes, that is right, guys. Hell Esports going to get the 2-0 on the back of a 5v2. Is that right? Technically?
Kind of. Yeah, I guess we can roll it.
I gotta give them credit, dude. They got more points in hardpoint than I expected. We won't even go into the further details of that game. We are going to get 20 points for guys over at Hell Esports, and that's going to take us to our next series, guys. If you came from the from the Z Array, dude, I want to give you all a shout out. Sorry that we weren't able to see more of that matchup or even a W there, but GG's to both teams as XRK and Hell Esports series done in 2.
Yeah, done in 2. Pretty unexpected to be in this matter. You know, I was thinking we would get a 2-0. I was not thinking it was gonna be in favor of Hell, but it was a 2-0 at the end of the day, and it is gonna be the debut for the debut of XRK, and not the best one out there. So hopefully they can fix their own stuff for the next occasion they have to play, because this was just unbearable, right? With the manager in place, with one player lacking in there, I mean the Parka issue, it's more understandable, right? You sometimes get caught in the mix and you have to get in place to play. But yeah, hopefully next time they have a a better performance for themselves to show us what we were waiting for, and we unfortunately have not seen it yet.
Yep, that is tough. We will see the fourth series of the night come through, and that is going to be da 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 da. I'm not sure.
The fourth one of the day,
That's
I
gonna be
think that's
Lux
gonna
and
be
Threat
Lux.
Level.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Lux and
Threat
Threat Level
Level
indeed.
be able to get on the board with a point, dude. These guys have been struggling all season long. They don't have negative points like Cardish did at the start of the stream, but definitely have an opportunity to get on board and get themselves out of that 0 hole. All right, we're gonna
Yeah,
be
it's gonna be a
sending
chance for
them.
both.
Yeah, we're gonna send them the codes too. We're gonna take a short intermission, bro, as we're gonna get geared up for fourth matchup. Guys, bear with us. Give us about 4 to 5 minutes, and we'll be back live, guys. We are back live for the Meseeks Mobile Mayhem Qualifiers event. Series number 4, Lux going to be taking on Threat Level Gaming. We'll see this best of 3 ensue, and do we have rotations and whatnot? Do we already have that posted, or yeah, we do. Okay, so it's going to be Hardpoint on Hackney Yard, followed up by a Search and Destroy on Tunisia. We're lucky enough to see a game number 3, Domination on Standoff. Lux banning S&D Meltdown as well as the MP7, obvious reasons. Threat Level Gaming opting to ban Hardpoint Summit as well as the DRH. So I would have opted to go for the Bison, but you know, maybe on this on these 2 maps, potential 3, you know, the DRH might not be something I would want to see on the first 2, but the Bison definitely is something I'd be using in that 3rd game. Am I right?
Yeah, Pro is more. It can cause more trouble that the DRH on Hagney Yard in Tunisia. So it does make sense that the side of threat level decided to go for the DRH. I wouldn't be surprised if they still use it, you know, as the DRH is not available, the QXR is not either. I feel like nowadays we do see an overall preference over the Bison than the MP5. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case for these particular 2 teams, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is the case indeed.
Yes, sir. As we do see these players loading into the lobby. Lux, one of those teams that has an opportunity to gather some points up here, and if you are threat level gaming, bro, you need to do everything you can to win at least one match up here, as you've got 0 points of the season. We've seen them play every time, or every stream actually, and they have yet to get it on the board. Lux in a position, and they need points too. They got -10, dude. So Jesus, both of these teams need W's here.
Yeah, both of them are struggling in that part of the part of the tournament. Of course, both of them without points at all. I even Lux is on a negative, maybe. I'm not too sure if that's updated yet. I'm not sure if it is, but yeah, it's gonna be tough for both of them. They both need so desperately the 2-0, and not sure if we're gonna see it for any one of them, but I'm sure they are going to be trying for it.
Both of these teams struggling. No Strike Zone tonight. Yes, Strike Zone actually got 2-0'd by Op34 tonight. They it was what was it, 6-1 in the Search and Destroy? 6-1.
I think it was, yeah, 6-1.
Yeah, it wasn't any better in the hardpoint, bro. It was like 250 to not even 100. It was tough for Strike Zone. Strike Zone got they got pummeled, dude. Operation 34 is a tough team, as they've continued to just maul team after team. The only team that I haven't seen them beat yet is the Mobile Mayhem roster tribe.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to maybe those that are in the lead as well. Maybe if we see that XRK at full force, or maybe what are the other teams that are sharing the top 4? It's gonna be Tragic and Community Esports. I would say that either XRK or Tragic could cause them a bit more of a problem if like played at a full potential, you know, full power of coming out of both teams. But yeah, it was tough for the side of Strike Zone. They tried, that's for sure. They tried their best.
Tried, yeah.
But yeah, Op34 just killing it so far.
They are killing it thus far, and we are. Of course, we can't start Echo. There's only 7 players in the lobby. They need to join VC. They need to join the lobby, Echo. Come on, bro. Get these guys in here. These guys should be in the lobby before I even turn to look at the screen, dude. These guys, we should not be waiting on these guys. These guys need to be in the lobby ASAP, bro. They need to join the VCs, and they need to join the lobby, bro. Come on. All right. Strike Zone lose tonight. XRK lost, as we just saw. Zia came through with a massive raid and was pretty much a 2v5 situation as Parker was out at a restaurant. Dude, that's tough, dude. Good God, man. I couldn't imagine trying to play at a restaurant, let alone, you know, not in a position where I'm used to playing. So, I guess he can mark that off on his bucket list, right? Played at Dave & Buster's, took an L. Much love, Parka. Much love.
Yeah, much love to you, Parka, of course. And you said it probably because I've seen. I'm sure you have, of course, seen Parka's stream. He usually always play in a particular position, right? Where he's like on a chair, like sitting in there, but a little bit like laying forward, and then he always wearing that little
Blanket.
I don't know, the blanket. Yeah, that's the word in English. That blanket over him. It's pretty
Like
specific
Sun,
how he
dude.
likes to
Sun
play.
does the same thing, dude. Sun, I'll be watching Sun. It'll be like 100 degrees outside where I'm at. I watch him, dude. I start sweating, bro. I don't know what it is with these guys. Whether they have like
Yeah,
do they have a freezer open in their room? And it's just like I just could not imagine like playing
playing
with a
like
blanket
that.
on my neck, dude. I'd be sweating my ass off.
Yeah, it's it would be quite an experience to see him playing in the restaurant. That like at best.
Imagine he pulls the blanket out at the restaurant.
Everyone looking at him like, what's
I'm
going
sorry, dude.
on?
I'm
Is
goofy.
he wearing a blanket?
Blanket. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna get geared up for game number 1 here. We got Hackney Yard on the agenda. We've got 5 for threat level. I give it to them, dude. Whenever they show up with 5. They didn't show up Tuesday or Monday, and I was pissed, bro. That's okay. We had several teams forfeit Monday. I don't know what it is, dude. Monday is just not a good day for those guys. It's like, you know, regular work weeks. Like, everyone hates Monday. Everyone obviously hates Mondays. What the? We got 2 Pop Ivies?
We do. We do. Yes. Oh, well, that's confusing, isn't it? I think that's even worse than the scenario we had with Op 34. They straight on have not similar names, but the same name. I don't know what the situation might be.
These guys. All right. Red level. Okay. I was talking and I didn't even have my mic on. Both IDs check out. They look good. We are going to go ahead and get ready for game number 1. Go ahead and spam that start button. I don't care if you're in the lobby, dude. You need to be ready, bro. We've had well over 10 minutes to get this taken care of. Yeah, well over 10 minutes. Yeah, I haven't seen that player either. Hello. Gotcha. That makes sense. All right, go ahead, spam it. Let's start it. Game number 1. Hardpoint Hackney Yard. Ready up. If you're in the lobby, you shouldn't be in here if you're not ready to go. There we go. Game number 1 starting up. Let's do it.
Let's do it, Hardpoint Hackney Yard. Remember that the banned weapons are the UXR and the DRH. So keep it in mind while we see that most likely the dominant weapon usage is gonna be the MP7. That sorry, no. What was the banned weapons again? I think I got it wrong.
I think it's the QXR and the DHR.
Oh, the Bison is what I want to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna see the Bison. We see Bison action. We're gonna see maybe MP5. I don't know what it is. Like, it's like overnight nobody wants to use the MP5.
I feel like with the slight buffs to the others, like the MP5 not having, I think it didn't get changed at all, right? That's the thing. It didn't get changed at all, while the others got a slight increase in different aspects.
Yep.
Caused the MP5 just to fall behind in a way. It caused them to just fall short in these team fights. We're gonna see that the slight advantage is gonna start off in favor of threat level. That is gonna be a retake by Poppy. Wait, how do you pronounce that name again?
I want to say Poop. I don't know why, but it's not. It's Pop Ivy.
Pop Ivy. All right.
2 words
We
combined.
have Pop. okay, got it.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
So I would say that we call the one with the blue screen Pop, and the other one is gonna be Ivy. You know.
Here we go.
Both really have the same name.
Whoa. You said blue screen? Okay, so the blue picture is oh god, dude, he's AFK anyway. We'll call him AFK. No, we'll call him Pop then. Okay. Ivy
Not too much
inside
for
the
the
hills.
spoiler.
We're gonna see P1 transitions to P2 come through for the guys over at threat level as 27 points accounting for Lux as they make their rotations over. Threat level actually has an early advantage on Tire Shop. Serenity gonna be spotted, but Ivy gonna laser them. And that actually, good God, this is not what the boys over at threat level need here in game number 1. It is starting to look like the same exact thing that we've seen all season.
Yeah, we've seen it too often, and for the side of Lux, it seems to be in their favor by over 30 points. They continue to make a pretty dominant defense. They're just not allowing the enemies to get anywhere near, actually, as they try to get inside or even nowhere near the proximities of this hardpoint. Finally, they're gonna be able to get close. Let's see if not only close but also get inside of the hill. They're not, you know. Lux is doing an amazing job at keeping them off, just off their toes, just so far away that they cannot contest, even if they have one player alive. He's just so, I don't know if the word is afraid, but he's not even trying to get inside of the hill. That is going to be a 70 points lead with only 2 heals being taken place. That is a huge lead for Lux.
Yes, as we do see, oh boy, the cheeky actually comes through, and I'm loving these the little buttons at the bottom, 4, 5, 6, dude. You can get aerial view of P3. Granted, it's not going to put you on the point, but it's going to give you an idea. Galix is going to be taken out as we do see the cluster coming through. And what I like to do is I like to bounce back and forth through. I hope you guys enjoy the new updates, as I do see some improvements to the COD Mobile Spectator client. I'm digging it, bro. It's much needed. I think it needs you know, to inspire the Battle Royale spectating portions of the client. So maybe COD Mobile will take a hit and we'll see an update to the Battle Royale spectator in the more recent updates. So who knows?
Yeah, it would be nice to see it for sure. Also, what I do notice in here is that Pop is popping the enemies currently. He's gonna be 13 and only died twice. He just recently died even. He was definitely on a really good killing streak, as he is currently holding on to a cluster strike, you know. Although maybe a cluster strike is not the best score streak in here, but we only have the Pred and the cluster. You gotta deal with it. Maybe he could cause it to just maybe cause some trouble while getting through a door for the enemies, you know. I feel like in here the aerial kind of streaks don't do too much, but they can be used in a way that you can at least annoy the enemies in a way, right?
Oh yeah, dude. If anything, you can use it to you know, prevent the rotations. Oh my. P number 4 transitions are going to be again favorable to the boys over at Lux, as we're tired of just popping off. 27 and 5, 12 and 5 for the cheeky, 13 and 2 for Pop. Ivy only 8 and 4, 9 and 6 for what is that, Obi shoot?
Predator missile inbound.
Yep, that's Obi shoot. I guess that's how you pronounce that. I'm having a Gilmania moment right now.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know. I feel like I'm dyslexic or something. I'm not being completely honest. It feels like wait. I'm mixing up the words or the letters or what's going on over here. What I'm not mixing up is the fact that Lux is just 150 points strong over the side of threat level, that I feel like they haven't gotten more than 5 points in like what, 2, 3 hills. So crazy, man.
That is gonna be a tough one, bro. But yeah.
Enemy contact.
We're gonna see. What is going on? What is going on with this? I guess that's Obi shoot, who is completely AFK. I guess they don't need a fit, to be honest with you. Maybe you know, he could have subbed in for Marcus' team, as they didn't have anybody to help out this their game. That is going to be very unfortunate. But I don't think it's really going to make a difference. Okay, Obi shoot is back in action now, so Obi shoot is no longer going to be AFK. Don't really need that fit though, as 200 to 19. These guys are gonna get 50 pointed, as I do see P5 transitions successfully again for the boys over at Lux Gaming. This has just been a blowout from the start, my guy.
Yeah, and they're gonna start to go moving towards P number 1, I believe that's the next one. Yes, and coincidentally, actually, threat level was able to get there early. But let's see for how long they can stay in place. The one inside of it is gonna be Serenity, who just got blown up by Pop. Pop yet again just destroying kids. Now gonna be using that cluster strike like you mentioned, just causing trouble by them to not be able to properly get inside and even getting a kill with it. That's something that I was not expecting. He was able to get a kill. Takes out the Pred missile, takes a few more shots. He's just having fun in here. He's 24-2. And I don't know what the streak might be, but if this game was long enough, which I don't think it's going to be at all, I think he could have even gotten a nuke in here, Verdict.
Very possible scenario as we see P1 transitions lead to the guys over at Lux only needed 10 points to close out game number 1. They should easily get it here as we do see Ivy or Pop actually on the hill, 26-2. My guy, oh Jesus. When's the last time he died?
More.
I think he's been 2 kills deep for the longest, bro.
Oof. I think he got like 15 kill streak. I'm be either 15, between 15 and 13. So he was more than halfway there, bro. And 252. Did they get to 30 on threat level? I'm not too sure if they got to 30. But yeah, that's gonna be game. And I feel like although he was not the MVP, I think he might have come down to. I was gonna say that he was not in the OVJ, but he actually was. You know, he is actually retired. The one who was not in the OVJ and rushing their opponents, he ended up dying a bit more, but he's still on to close to 4 times positive. You know, not even double, not even triple. He was 3 kills shy from getting 4 times positive. Like it's
my guy with 1 in 27.
That kind of dominance from
Dwayne,
Lux.
bro. It's tough, dude. I know when a coach has to step into a player's role, it is difficult. Antox put up multiple kills. My guy, Dwayne, GG's, bro. I'm so sorry that you had to go through this. And from what I'm reading right now, actually, can we make that an official announcement? Is that something that we can do? Hello, posting in chat that 1 player, 2 players actually. Lux DQs, yes, Lux DQs because 2 players actually using shrapnel, as I saw the picture that was posted. So, as badly as they got destroyed in that first game, Threat Level Gaming actually going to come out on top with a DQ advantage. Nope, it was only 1 player. I thought it was 2. It was only 1. It's gonna be Ivy.
Yeah. I just saw the picture as well. That's so unfortunate. I cannot believe that happened. Such a small mistake in a way, but it's written in the rules. If you do something like that, that is gonna be an instant DQ for Lux. We just opened a game and are now gonna be actually losing by 1-0 against their favor.
That's tough, dude. Yes. Game number 1 gonna go in favor of the guys over at Threat Level Gaming. They managed to get 5 points. Now they are going to be out of that 0 hole, and Lux is still going to be in it, dude, as they have a minus 10 points off the rip. So, we did see Ivy actually pop back in. See what I did there? Ivy pop Ivy. Yes, Ivy pop back into the lobby. So that is going to be their 5th yet again, and he was actually the player using shrapnels. That's a GG's, dude. That's a rip too. Put a big fat rip in chat or a big fat F. If you're out there, I know Zia came through with a raid, and we haven't seen much action since they left the lobby. So chat dead right now, bro. Where are you guys at?
Come on, we want to see some support for either of the two. You know, maybe that Lux might be able to get it at the end, or anything like that. If you think about it, it's gonna come down to if Lux makes another mistake like this, right? It just doesn't feel like Threat Level has any other option but to hope that there's gonna be a misunderstanding over at the side of Lux, so they could coincidentally get the second victory, which I feel like it would be too much. I don't think that's that kind of mistake that you see too often, let alone in a single match.
Yes, indeed, as we're going to get geared up for a second match. Search and Destroy on Tunisia, we actually might see a Game 3 here. Lair Bear, what's good, bro? I see that you're here, man. You put it in chat. I appreciate it. Big fat rip and a big fat F in chat, either or, whatever you feel like putting out there for the guys over Lux says. game number 1 is going to be DQ'd even after they didn't even allow the guys over at threat level to reach 30 points. That's tough.
Yeah, so now they just gotta leave that in the past and start thinking about what's coming next. It's gonna be Search and Destroy Tunisia. It is gonna be a game where if done properly, they can yet again just swipe over their opponents, and even more so as they are gonna be on the defending side. So I would expect to be really fast kind of game, but at the same time, you know that sometimes when you make a mistake, it can be easy for you to fall in a mindset where something else can go wrong, right? Not necessarily the same thing, but maybe you're gonna make another small mistake by misplaying against in a 1v1, right? And then the next time you're just gonna miss a lot of shots. Stuff like that can go scaling. Hopefully that's not gonna be the case for them, because if it is, it's gonna be them like leaving the chance for them to get points in this tournament, right? We were talking about the lack of true points for both of these teams in here.
Yep, we're gonna see that spamming of the start button, bro. Let's go to Chicky. There we go. We are good to go. Game number 2. Search and Destroy on Tunisia, bro. If threat level gaming steals this game, I would not be upset. I would not mind seeing this game go just to 2 games, to be honest with you, as it's getting to that point in the night, bro. I do it almost Sunday nights, and we're here till about midnight my time. But, you know, Wednesday night, I'm exhausted, bro. I'm ready to call it a night already. I'm an old boomer, man.
Old boomer. But yeah, it could be, you know, who knows? Maybe threat level is gonna, I don't know, where show us how to rule the world while being on the offensive side on Tunisia, and just gonna show us the best strategy on NA. And as I say that, there's gonna be an aggressive push being done by threat level, and the bomb carrier being Serenity. I thought it was in bomb. There you go. They're gonna go directly towards A, and that is the kind of strategy I was talking about. You know, it is just something that they decided to do, and it's gonna work out as the side of Lux. All of them were defending over at B, and since that bomb has been planted, there's only gonna be 30 seconds for them to react. First kill is gonna be in favor of Lux as Pop gets the first blood. He's gonna be pushing for the next one, but Wartubi actually pushes them from behind and gets a kill as well. That's gonna be now a 3v2, 3v1. Retired gets a kill. That's gonna be swiping the last remaining player for threat level. Aimed at the defusal. They had a great start by juking the enemies, but once they realized what was going on, came in clutch and got the kills alongside with the defused bomb.
Oh yeah, bro. This is definitely we are going to get geared up for this second round, as it is a 1-0 in favor of the boys over at Lux. First game was a tough one, dude. It looked like, was Ivy looked like he was speed boosted and just didn't go anywhere and just changed. Another unorthodox bomb push towards the A site, and I've been a big advocate for an A push if you can get there first. If Lux is going to allow them to have the A site, what is Ivy doing, bro? You got to know they're all at A, bro. They're not gonna be pushing back mid area, right? I don't know, dude. These are the kind of like games that I watch and I'm just like scratching my head the entire time. Ovi's gonna be taken down by or Ovi's gonna take down Galix, and it's gonna leave Dwayne and Serenity. Dwayne comes
the axe kill. Okay, he ends up dying, but he got the kill.
Oh, he got the slide peek with the axe kill. Retire, gonna go ahead and get some shots onto one of Serenity, the last player. Pop Ivy is gonna be there to clean it up.
Nice work. Get ready for the next
Yeah, there's a
round.
2-0. Yet again, they plant the bomb. Yet again, Lux gets there and defuses after swiping them all out. And the side of threat level currently only with 5 kills actually in total, distributed between 2 rounds. It is not gonna be the worst case scenario, but definitely not the best one either. This time around, it feels like they decided to go B, and at this point, I feel like they're playing with the heads on Lux. You know, they might not be winning those gunfights, but the mental game about knowing where they're gonna go, yeah, I think it's in a way in favor of, in favor of threat level. But once Lux reacts, it gets harder. I just saw a really good snipe by Scope. That is gonna be huge, but still he's on a 1v2. He's gonna miss that shot. He's trying to get that kill. He's struggling a lot. He's gonna be hard scoping for a little while, and he's gonna get pushed over. This is the Pop Ivy combo, you know. Both of them are gonna be trying to get the kill. They do get the snipe onto Scope, and a 3-0 verdict, just like that.
3-0 indeed. We might actually only see 6 rounds of the Search and Destroy, to be fair. Threat level gaming, just, I mean, I don't know, dude. These guys haven't won a map all season. They get one off of a DQ, you know, because of the fact that my guys Pop or Ivy rather had shrapnel. Come on now, dude. I don't know, dude. These guys are like probably the lowest on the food chain in this perspective, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way or manner or whatnot, but it just doesn't look like they have that skill level that is needed to participate in an event like Mobile Mayhem. To be fair, though, these guys still have plenty of seasons to rest of the season to redeem themselves. It's just, I mean, the lack of awareness isn't there. Galix has some pretty decent aim, has some pretty different you know, movement. It's just not clicking for the rest, so he gets taken from behind. Dwayne gonna be the last player alive. He's gonna get one. He's gonna be taken down. The GKS is one of my favorite guns, but definitely not gonna be enough to take out the second.
Yeah, that was another, in a way, close round, but not so much, right? At the end of the day, when they go for that 2v1, they know that they're risking maybe losing one player, but there's always the other one to clutch it up at the end. The one was able to get one and died at the end as suspected. That's gonna be an early couple of kills for Lux. That is gonna be the third one as Ivy gets that kill. He's gonna be pushing for the last remaining. Dwayne gets a kill for himself, but still this is a 2 versus 4. Dwayne tries to go for the second one and gets it. Okay, Dwayne is on a streak right here. He's gonna be alongside with Scope, who gets a snipe and now gets taken out, but this is a 1v2. Dwayne tries to get another kill, and he's gonna get it onto Pop. Oh my god, Dwayne on fire. He just got like, what, 4 kills this round?
He's got
3
more
maybe?
kills than anybody except for Galix, but Galix has more deaths so far. With that being stated, Dwayne's a coach, guys. He's not a player.
know,
He's a
right?
manager, bro. This is tough. If he's able to clutch this up, dude, we're gonna name Dwayne the GOAT of the night.
Without a doubt, like he would deserve it. He's now gonna be planting the bomb over at B with the Cheeky actually completely unaware what was going on. He's gonna be the sniper on the side of Lux right now. 1v1, 35 seconds on the clock. Dwayne trying to do something with this GKS, and he could have the better trade if he gets closer to the Cheeky, but if he does not, it's gonna be quite a struggle. As the GKS against a sniper in a long distance fight, I gotta give it to the sniper. It doesn't matter who the players might be, you know. Oh, it's gonna be the fight, and that was one shot shy from getting the kill.
You were just
Cheeky
mentioning the
clutches
fact
that round.
the sniper, you know, is gonna outgun a GKS at that range, and did it outgun it absolutely. 5-0, as threat level gaming's hope for taking a round was stricken from them on the backs of Dwayne, picking up a few kills, planting the bomb, and is taken down by the Cheeky with the sniper play. Dwayne, though, is going to continue to persevere. As 5-5, bro, gotta be proud of Dwayne at this moment if you are threat level gaming.
Yeah, he might have struggled a lot on game number 1, but in game number 2, he is in a way carrying his team, you know. I mean, he does have the same amount of kills as Galix, but coming out from a manager is really remarkable. This is now going to be a 4v2 as the side of Lux. He's going to be planting the bomb over at A. It is Serenity and yet again the Dwayne trying to make something happen. Let's see for how long. Dwayne wanted to go one way, Serenity wanted to go the other, and it seems like Serenity had the last call on that one. They decided to rotate all the way around from the spawns on the enemy side, on the defensive side. But the Cheeky was ready for that sneaky play. The Cheeky gets the first kill. The Cheeky tries to go for the second one, and he gets it. That is a clean 6-0 in favor of Lux.
What everybody has been wanting all night is a game number 3. We're going to get it here from Threat Level Gaming and the guys over at Lux, as Lux drops the ball in the first game by using Shrapnel, a DQ'd item, or a DQ'd perk. It's not a perk. What is that? Yeah, it's a perk.
It's a perk, yes.
Yeah, perk. Jesus Christ, man. It's getting to that time of the night. 7-2 for Pop Ivy. Pop goes 8-4. The Shiki goes 7-4. My guy, Dwayne, 5-6. I gotta commend him, dude. Dude popped off with the axe. Also picked up the GKS and had a few kills there in that round, as we had fun with him in this second game. Now we're going to get geared up for a domination matchup. And boys and girls, did XRK win? No, they did not. They had a 4v5 situation that they were not able to compete in.
Yeah, it was unbearable, right? It was they tried, they put on the best effort they could have, but at the end of the day, it was not possible with all the inconveniences on the going on against XRK. They had in a way, I feel like they even did better on hardpoint, which is pretty surprising to me that they did better on hardpoint, but that was the case. So yeah, XRK dropping the ball in their game in their first matchup that we've seen for them in this tournament specifically. So they'll have to figure out what might need to be done in order for them to have a full and probably thought out roster for the next time.
Yep, the Cheeky and Warfurby. Okay, Warfurby's ready to go. The Cheeky's ready to go. Let's go. Game number 3, domination standoff. Based off of what we just saw in the first 2 matches, you can only assume that as long as Lux doesn't DQ, they should take game number 3. And based off of what we've seen in the whole season, it probably is not going to be close. And I hope the guys over at Threat Level Gaming hear me. So if you do, make it competitive, make it interesting. Change my mind. Prove me wrong, my guy. We'll see here. Game number 3 about to start up. Go ahead and start it up there. Hello. Let's go.
There we go. The Cheeky was not ready. Now he is. We can press that button once more and start unloading game number 3 between these two, between Lux and Threat Level. And I feel like there's not much to say. I feel like at this point we do know that it's more than likely that Lux is gonna be taking it. Like, no disrespect for Threat Level, but it's been the same way in the 2 games that we've had so far, and I don't see a true reason for me to expect otherwise.
Me as well. I not expecting much out of these guys. I hope they prove me wrong, as I said in stream earlier. But again, I'm not going to be expecting much, as they have lost both games, but technically 1-1 due to a DQ. So we're gonna get geared up here for this domination. Hopefully everyone's loading in, as both teams have 4 players each. Oh my! Come on, guys, let's go.
We have 4v4 now all of a sudden. Let's get it.
Let's do it, dude. It's gonna be like CDL, bro. Let's get ready to rumble.
So, alright, there's been the one player from Lux in there. We're still missing on Threat Level. Come on, we got this. Yeah, boy. Red, what? Did you saw that?
My bad. I think
Wait,
I did that. I guess you can.
Oh,
That is so interesting, bro. I didn't mean to hit that.
How did you do that? I was so confused. That's the first time I've seen it.
Enemy taking Alpha.
Okay.
Enemy taking Charlie.
But yeah, game number 3. A quick take by Threat Level, actually. And a little bit falling behind it by Lux Esports. who are now rotating towards B, but not quite properly, as threat level is actually impeding them from doing it safely. I'm gonna see Warfruby getting deep into the enemy spawn and finally getting taken out, but overall it was pretty well done by Warfruby. But let's see if we can do it again, as currently Lux is trying to take that B flag.
They're going to get it successfully as, no they're not actually. We're going to see Galex, one of the star players for the threat level roster, actually contest and take a little of it down. So collective push from Lux should successfully gain it there. Two players on it. Gonna get that. Dwayne's gonna pick up a nice two-piece. Or oh my, Dwayne's on a bit of a roll here, dude. Why isn't he on the regular roster, dude? He's got hella points, hella kills. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to get that B cap down, but definitely gonna provide and contribute some substance here. As game number 3 gonna be in favor of the boys over at Lux. As you can already assume, as long as they don't DQ, they should have this game in the bag. We'll see here.
Yeah, they start off with lead. They have that A-B capture wombo combo in their favor. Ivy is gonna be actually struggling a bit more this game, as he's currently on to negative numbers. He's currently 4 and 7, and he's gonna be rotating all the way around to even try to go for a C. It's not gonna work out, as he quickly gets taken out by Serenity. Serenity defending that C cap. They are preventing us as much as they humanly can to not get a triple cap, and it's working so far. But let's see for how long, because it feels like Lux are not happy with this triple cap. They just are so aggressive. They wanna end with a triple cap and end this game as quickly as humanly possible.
If they didn't use shrapnel, dude, we'd already be over with. It'd already be done. Game number 2 would have been the last one, and unfortunately, that's not the situation. As Lux has dropped the ball, they're gonna push towards the C site. Get denied initially, as Warfruby actually gonna be there to prevent it. Taking a look at the scorecard here, pretty much everyone is positive for the guys over at Lux, with the exception of, well, actually nobody's positive except for a retired and Ovi. So Serenity popping off, and that's about it for the guys over at threat level, as they are yet again having another struggling matchup here. 3rd game of the series, finding themselves in a early deficit, about 30 points so far. How long, will they continue on here in this 3rd game? It shouldn't be that long.
Yeah, so far there's gonna be that 30 points advantage in favor of Lux, that are constantly trying to chase the enemies after so they can get that C cap. And in the meantime, actually there's gonna be one player that is gonna be trying to go for A, quickly gets taken out by Ovi shot, but okay, well thought, it was close to being an A cap, basically just to annoy the enemies. I feel like at this point threat level is just trying to delay the inevitable, but we all know that it is more than over in a way for them, because it should have been already if it was not by that DQ that unfortunately Lux ended up having on that game.
Yes, indeed, as we do see Scope pick up a kill, and B is going to be pushed by the guys over at threat level, but as you can see, 44 points deficit is going to take us to the second half, 156. Take a look at the scorecard here, 8-9 for Dashiki, 11-6 for Ivy, or for Pop. 15-8 for Obi, retired 14-6, 12-7 for Ivy, as they have a much better first half than they started off with. Serenity gonna be the only player positive. I'm surprised that Serenity is actually positive, so that's very shocking. As we do see A and B get pushed now by the guys over at threat level. They do get a successful B cap. This is interesting.
We lost the lead.
Yeah, and I don't quite remember that double kill by Ivy is really huge, as he proceeds to be in that B side of the map. But we were talking about, I think it was Ivy, the one that got close to a nuke. This time around, not necessarily that same scenario. He's going to be 15-8 for the time being. Not as great as a result that he had on that game number 1. But he's, of course, not doing bad either, as he is currently struggling a bit more to get a few kills. He's going to be throwing grenades and stuff. But overall, doing an okay job. Could be doing a bit better, but at the end of the day, they're still winning by a heavy lead of close to 40 points right now. and they're still under control of C and B, and I wouldn't be surprised if they yet again try. Oh wait, no, I just realized that was a double cap by threat level for a second. I don't know when I missed that. It's gonna be retaken by by Lux, but I didn't notice that verdict.
They had an initial cap as the B bomb site or dom site was pushed aggressively. It paid off, and the B retake comes through for the guys over at Lux, and they have extended their lead now as the double cap comes through and is solidified and secured. They now have the guys over at threat level spawning in the gas station portion of the map, which is going to be a tough one to break, as I do see Galex, War Furby, everybody spawning there. They're going to have to push towards this C site, or they're going to be triple capped real easily. Scope finally puts two and two together as the triple cap ensues. Will Scope be able to get the cap down before? Oh no, Ivy gets, or Pop gets one, but the C cap does come through, and that's a tough place to be in. Yeah, dude. I'm not sure if Lux is gonna lift their foot off the pedal. I wouldn't if I was them. This is a tough match to be in if you are threat level, but at this point in the game, dude, you should be able to compete consistently, and they just have not proven that they have any kind of stance in this best of three, let alone in the long run of the season.
Yeah, and currently I do see Lux sort of trying to spawn trap threat level onto that gas station. It is not gonna work out, but what it is gonna be this triple cap. The cluster strike being thrown over at C is gonna prevent threat level for a potential retake that is gonna expand even further. This triple cap right now, the streaks are being used, the kills are being taken, and threat level gets far behind from the enemies. Another cluster strike, this time gonna be thrown over at A, and another one over at C. Like, they just had that many streaks that they were waiting, they were wishing to get a triple cap, to just stop spamming these clusters and prevent the enemies from doing anything at all.
And there goes Serenity's opportunity at a positive game, 17-26. Good God almighty. A better third game for Dwayne, as he had a hell of a second game too. Looking at the scorecard, it is a tough one to be a part of. Lux takes game 3 easily. That is actually going to bring us to the conclusion of our fourth series. But we still have one more to go. So is MM rules still the same verdict? It is for the time being. So MM qualifiers going to be mimicking the spring 2021 season. So everything that you got to see in Mobile Mayhem NA 2021, you'll see here for the qualifiers event to, for the summer 2021 season. So taking a look at the scorecard here, OV 29-15, 31-10, just an OP game for these guys as they move forward with 15 points. Should have been 20 for these. Poor kids, I agree, Modzy.
Yeah, I would have to agree on that one. It was tough. It was rough. And Dwayne actually ended up falling short. Started up being the highest striker of the team. I think at some point he was like 5-4 even. But then after that, it was just slowly but surely falling more and more behind, ending up with 8 kills but dying 24 himself. But like you previously said, it's a manager. Like he had enough by pretty much carrying in quite a few rounds for the team on Search and Destroy. But on Respawn, it feels like it's not the same for him. Well, on the other hand, everyone on Lux is going to be positive, not even dying too much, most of them going on to double, even triple positive in there. Like, it was unbearable for the side of threat level, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed, as series number 3 comes down to a 2v1. Both teams are going to be pulled out of, Lux is going to be pulled out of the negative with 5 points on the board. Both of them are going to be in the same position, though. It's sad to say. Lux going to have 5 points, and Threat Level Gaming going to have 5 points, as they were able to steal 5 points off of that DQ. Ascension and Community Esports is going to be our next matchup of the night, but before we jump to that series, we're going to take a short intermission. As we get these players in the lobby, guys, we shall be right back.
Oh no, a crying dove may never fly. black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Just black and white. Come on, baby. Love, no more, baby. Black and white. Come on, baby. Love, no more, baby. Just black and white. Just let me go. It's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico. It's black and white. White, white, white. Just let me go. It's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico. It's black and white. White, white, white. It's black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. It's black and white. Just black and white.
Good evening, everybody. We are live for our 5th and final series of the night. We've got in the lobby Ascension taking on Community Esports. And we do have a almost a full lobby, as I did see King actually come in and leave ASAP. Aludify comes through. Okay, so Aludify is going to be the 5th player for that Ascension roster. And taking a look at the best of 3, we aren't going to see a first game, as there was a situation where there were some screenshots missed from Ascension. They have to forfeit the first game, or they chose to forfeit the first game rather than 4v5. So it is 1-0 in favor of the guys over at Community Esports. Which matchup are we going to see here first, though, Gil?
Yeah, since that game of Hardpoint is a no-go and a 1-0 advantage for Community Esports, game number 2, or quote-unquote game number 1, is Search and Destroy on Firing Range. So that would be the game that we had in here. If we do need it, it's gonna be Domination on Summit. The banned maps are gonna be from Ascension, Domination Hogney Yard, and from Community Esports, it's going to be Search and Destroy on Tunisia. The banned weapons are gonna be from Community Esports, the QXR, and from Ascension, the DRH. So yeah, those are gonna be the banned weapons. And once again, this is technically game number 2 because Ascension had to forfeit game 1, have to like get away from it. They couldn't play it. So that is a 1-0 lead for Community and a game of Search and Destroy on Firing Range.
Alrighty, guys, we do have all 5 players from each teams in the lobby. We're gonna go ahead and get started up with a Search and Destroy Firing Range. Go ahead and start up, guys. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. That's right. Game number 1, technically game number 2, as we do see Community Esports have the advantage. 1-0 off the bat. They missed check-in and got a warning. Then we missed a couple of screenshots in match and we lost and get a map DQ. That's Mobile Mayhem, bro. We are going to see a 1-0 advantage in favor of the boys over at Community Esports. They have a chance to earn 20 points here. We'll see if they'll be able to take it away from Ascension, or will Ascension be able to battle back here in the next 2 games?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if the side of Ascension can actually pull it through. But of course, Community with this heavy lead are gonna be trying to clutch it if possible. So far, it doesn't seem to be the case, as 2 players are gonna be dying rather quickly. That is gonna turn into a 5v4, a 5v2, as Lily gets taken down. Adrian Me has been able to get a retake, but finally ends up dying himself too. This is a 1v4 with only Shaggy alive, who gets sniped and annihilated by Claps. It was quite a snipe and a super quick round in favor of Ascension.
Alright, round number 1 goes in favor of the guys over at Ascension, aka LA Gaming. As we do see the B push come through and was successful. Every player on the side of Ascension actually get a kill, with Bloody Valentine actually being the only player dying there. So nearly a flawless round for Ascension. We'll see if they'll be able to back it up 2 rounds in a row. We do see Leo take down 1. He's going to be traded. Now Splashy's going to be in a 1v4 scenario. He's going to take down 1, get spotted by Chancla, and Chancla, the power of the Chancla is just too much as they take round number 2, 1-all going into this 3rd.
Yeah, that Chancla is just too hard for you to run away from. Ends up clutching that round, even things out. This is a 1-on-1. The bound carrier in the side of Ascension is going to be Eludify. Eludify with the Bison is starting the rotation alongside with the team towards the B-bomb on Armory. Claps is gonna get a snipe onto Maniac. That is gonna bring the advantage for them as they continue to push towards B and causing a lot of trouble. Claps gets a double kill right there as he kills Shaggy. Claps has been doing an amazing job as the sniper role for the side of Ascension, who are currently under a 1v3, as Bloody Valentine gets the kill too slightly, leaving only Adrian on his own, who gets 1 kill, but none other than Claps from the back gets the shot and the round, once again in favor of Ascension.
Alright, round number 4 starting up. The advantage is in favor of Ascension as they have a 2-1 lead. The A push for A Long actually going to result in Shaggy being on the opposite side of the what looks like armory. He does miss one shot. Adrian's there to help out. Adrian's going to be super weak. Gets the chance to recover. It is a 2v4, 1v4. That's going to be way too quick of a round. That bomb was planted like 5 seconds ago, and now it's already being defused. 2-all going into the fifth, and that is going to be a tough round for LA Gaming, as we do see the A push go completely unsuccessful.
Yeah, it's been either like a completely flawless, nearly flawless round for the side of Ascension, or they just struggle a lot. This is gonna be the 5th round before they switch sides, and as of right now, we're gonna see that, for example, Maniac with the Bison. I feel like the defense towards B was being thought of by the side of Community Esports, but with too little success, as on the other side it was where actually the bomb plant was trying to take place. Manic starts the rotations, gets 1 kill, gets the 2nd kill onto Goat Leo, leading these onto a 1v3. Adrian clutches that last remaining player, defuses the bomb, and that is a 3-2 lead in favor of Community Esports, as these teams are now going to be switching sides.
Yes, indeed, as we do see the attack strategy come through for Community. Will it be as good as their defense? We'll see, though, as the guys over at Ascension down 1-0 on the series. If they lose this game, we will not see a third. We will not see a second, technically. Bloody Valentine's going to be weak as he is pushed up to the A side. Oh, Ludify going to be right there. Ludify going to be taken down as Slightly and Shaggy pick up kills. This is going to be a 5-3, 4-3. Oh, my. Slightly going to be there to help out. Shaggy takes down Splashy, and now it is a 2v4 scenario. Collapsing Goat Leo going to be the last 2 alive. Goat Leo going to take some shots. A Long, he's going to be able to get 1, but he's going to be left on his own now. So technically, this is a 1v4 situation that is now a 1v3. So smoke comes through. A Long going to get pushed. Slightly going to be there. Slightly destroyed. No, completely destroyed. My guy Slightly gets spotted. Adrian spots Goat Leo, who's going to be rotating inside of Trailer. He's got 20 seconds to make a move. Will they push him aggressively? No, he's going to push out aggressively. He gets 1. He gets shots on the 2nd. He's going to be forced back to the bomb site, where he is going to opt to defuse. Adrian going to push up. Adrian going to go ahead and take him out. GG's, Adrian. Well played, my guy.
Really well played by both of them, and really a bit better for Adrian, right? He realized that if he was not receiving any more shots, was because he decided to go back for that defusal. Immediately turns around, rushes for the bomb, gets the kill, prevents that defusal from taking place, and increases slightly more the advantage for Community Esports, who are 2 rounds away from just like that take the victory home. You know, it is gonna be the problem with those screenshot issues for the side of Ascension that are causing them to be in this position right now. The first kill is gonna be in favor of Ascension yet again. I feel like they have found a way to get the early lead, and that's allowed them to get those 2 rounds. But ultimately, Community Esports is the one clutching the most rounds. And as soon as I say that, this could actually be another round in favor of Ascension. This is a 1v4. Chancla the Honey is gonna be the only one alive without Sniper and the Bison, rotating towards that B bomb. He does have control over the bomb. He's gonna get pushed over by 2 people. He gets 1 kill. He goes for the 2nd one, gets only a few shots, goes over to Trailer. He's still pushing for that kill. Can he get it? I think that's Cloud's taking the hit, just trying to stay alive. He gets the kill. Chancla just too OP, already got 2 kills in this 1v4, making it a 1v2. He does only have 13 seconds available. He's gonna try to plant the bomb. If he's getting pushed over by 2 people at once, can he plant it? I think he might. He is gonna plant the bomb down over at A. He's gonna try to get the snipe. He's gonna miss the first shot, takes out the Bison, goes for the kill, doesn't get it, because Eludify coming out of that trailer is gonna be like with a really good movement, by realizing that if they go from different angles, he's not gonna be able to respond. They get the kill on the defuse and get another round for themselves.
Yes, indeed. A Ludify 200 IQ, instead of pushing the player from the same direction, they opt to go for a pinch style strategy, and it paid off. If I were Chankla, the only thing I would have done differently there was I would have pushed towards trailer area, and to begin with, push towards trailer, get that area, and you have your advantage now. We are going to see a 5-3 scenario now as Splashy and Bloody go down early. Chankla going to go ahead and get that bomb down. A site is completely held by the boys over at Community Esports, as they have a 4-3 advantage in this matchup. They also have a 5-3 man advantage in this round. All they need is 2 more rounds, and they will take the series in 2. Goat Leo going to be spotted jumping from top wood. He's going to be lasered as Maniac picks up their 5th kills, breaking even. Collapse and a Ludify going to be the last 2 alive. A Ludify super weak, needs to recover. To be spotted by Maniac. Maniac knows he's going to be coming from the barrel side of the map. Gets 1. Gets shots on Chankla. Get Laser Kid. Shaggy is actually going to, or Slightly is actually going to take down 1. He's going to take down 2. 5-3 in favor of the guys at Community Esports.
Yeah, 1 run away from taking this one. Let's see if they can actually clutch it out. They have struggled on those 3 rounds specifically that they lost. It was a bit problematic on how it turned out to be because of the early lead that Ascension has gotten in quite a few rounds. Like, they've won 3, but out of the 8 that have been played, they usually get the advantage on more than half. So Community Esports has to make sure that that's not going to be the case, and it's not, as they get the first kill onto Claps. They get the second onto Maniac. They do lose 1 player, that being that player Maniac is a 4v3. The bomb carrier is gonna be planting the bomb over at B, and with that kill by Splashy and Slightly, this is now a 3v2. Chankla getting another kill. Goat Leo in his own glory trying to do something, but he's not enough. Chankla is just too sweaty. That movement is just so smooth. Gets the kill, clutches that game, and that is gonna be Community Esports, quote unquote, in a single game, just clutching this series out. Verdict.
GG's indeed, as we do see Community Esports pinning screenshots actually take the dub here. That's right, 13-6 for Slightly. Slightly OP? Absolutely, completely OP, my guy. As we do see Community Esports take this series 2-0 on the backs of a DQ in game number 1 from LA Gaming, or aka Ascension, and the 6-3 Search and Destroy on Fire Range. Well played, guys. That was actually the last game of the night, guys. So, yeah, that was a pretty decent night, in my opinion, right?
Yeah, with that first matchup that we had between Carnage and X Esports, that was just extraordinary performance. Overall, I feel like this is the day that we've had the least amount of issues, which I'm pretty happy about. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Oh,
we had the
facts.
5 games being played, so yeah, there's that. That is gonna conclude our day with the qualifiers for the Mobile Mayhem.
That is going to conclude it, guys. Bear with us as we're going to get ready for a raid, but yeah, that's going to do it. We're going to be raiding Parka. Oh, not Parka, but Zia. Zia came through with some love earlier on. We're going to show him some love back, as it looks like the Rank Warriors are back in town. GG's, guys. We will see you back next week. I will see you tomorrow, as I will be hosting the Mobile Mayhem EU All-Star game. Don't forget to check us out. It's going to be starting up at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central European Time. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be showing some love to Zia. Sorry, not Parka. We love Parka, but we're going to show Zia some love this time.